Okay. 21 Mustard. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. That's going to be a repeating theme, by the way. There are so many people in here. So, 5 up. 5 up is either my beloved or friend. Mr. Up. Mr. Up. This could go one of two ways. We'll move on though. We can't spend too long here. I don't know who you are, counter 1. We'll be able to count how many people I don't know at the end because there'll be a bunch of faces down here. Okay. We can't be taking too long on this. We're going to be here for hours otherwise. AimZ. Similar situation. I think we got to go friend. Annie Pants, don't know. Antfrost. Oh, this is gonna this is gonna be so full. We'll put Antfrost in my beloved. Ant Venom, they seem chill. I don't know them. Or Sam Dude. I don't know. Bad Lino? I went to Tommy Innett's show with Bad Lino and Jack Manifold, and we were able to hang out afterwards. Freddie was very, very cool. Freddie was very, very nice. I also met them very briefly in Amsterdam. But no, they were cool. They were cool. I'll even put them in poggers. Because we spoke a couple times. Feel free to put your own opinions here, chat, but be nice. Yes, don't be weird, chat. Please don't be weird. Okay. BBH. We spoke once. They were nice. We played Among Us on BBH's birthday back in like 2021, maybe 2022. It was when the new airship map came out. Yeah, we played with like a bunch of people. You were there. Do you remember that? Does anyone remember that, chat? It was streamed, I think. Yeah, it must have been. There's no way I played Among Us off stream. Oh yeah, they were nice. BOO. I recognize the name, haven't met them yet. This implies that they don't seem chill, but I just don't know. Like, I don't know them enough to even know if they seem chill. You know what I mean? So I have to. Beckyamon, friend. Bilzo. Did I meet Bilzo? No, I don't think I have. I've been in like similar circles just because of TwitchCons and stuff. I don't think I've actually spoke to them or met them. They seem chill. Wait, is there something wrong with the tears? Or is it fine? I'm gonna carry on. Big B stats. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just finding out that Big B stats and BOO are different people. So I haven't met them either. Blushy. Blushy, we're mutuals. So are me and Freddy. I would say that, yeah, they're poggers. They're poggers. Fine. Okay, cool. Boomer and I've spoke to Boomer quite a few times actually. Boomer's poggers. Boomer is also poggers. Kitties, kitty bugs. Captain Puffy, friend. Yeah, Captain Puffy, friend. Captain Sparkles. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know about Jordan. No, Jordan, I'm trying to decide if Jordan is my beloved or my friend. We'll go with friend. I haven't played with Jordan in a hot minute. I love Jordan, though. I do miss gaming with him. Connor Eats Pants. It's so funny that they're in MCYT tier list. But, Connor seems very, very cool. Here's the thing. Poggers, but we haven't spoke. Is that confusing? Does this imply that, like... I feel like it doesn't. I feel like that's fine, right? This doesn't imply that everyone above this is, like, my friend, right? Like, Connor has no idea who I am, but they're poggers. I like Connor. I think you're good. Okay, cool. Koreway, my goat. I love Koreway. CPK, my goat. CPK, my beloved. CPK, my beloved. Crumb, my beloved. False, friend. Feinberg, my goat. Finster, spoke once, they were nice. We're going through them quickly here. Cub fan, they seem chill. I genuinely have no idea about Cub fan, but every time I see Cub fan's name, I'm like, I don't know Cub fan. So like, I don't know them, but they do seem chill. Dan TDM. We've played a bunch. And Dan's actually one of the first British content creators I met too. Back in like Insomnia, me and my friend Matty went to an event because my friends Joel and Lizzie were going as well. And we went down like the night before because we just wanted to get situated and stuff. And we checked into our hotel, and Joel and Lizzie come to meet us at our hotel to, you know, like check in with us, like say hi, and then we went out to dinner afterwards. And as we arrived to the hotel, we like get out of our car and we like close the door, and like right next to us is Dan TDM and Ballistic Squid getting out of their cars and like closing the doors, and like all 6 of us come together and just like meet, and we are chatting for a while because they happen to be staying in the same hotel as us, which was very funny. And I had no idea who this guy was. I was like, Lizzie was like, "Oh, hi, this is Dan. No, where are you staying here too?" And I'm like, "Do you know this guy?" And he's like, "Yeah, this is Dan. This is Jack. This is Matty. This is Ballistic Squid. Yada yada yada." We're like, "Hi, nice, cool, nice to meet you." We go inside, we check in, we part ways, we go out to dinner, whatever. The next day is day 1 of Insomnia. I rock up. I get out the car, I look up at the building, Dan TDM's face is everywhere, and I'm like, bro, that's the guy from last night. I had no idea who he was up until that moment. I was like, that's the guy, that like he's staying in the same hotel as us. That's so funny. Yeah, good times, good times. Very, very cool. But then, even since then, I played like a fuck ton of Among Us with Dan. So, they're poggers. They're poggers. Where were we? Official Delta Live. I don't think the Win Mutuals. Yeah, poggers. They're poggers. I don't know them well enough to say that they're my friend. Dream. I feel like this category was made for Dream. I don't want to get in trouble. We'll just put him there. Dr. Gluon, I actually went to dinner with in 2018, I want to say. They were nice. I don't think I can put them in the same level as these guys, but they were nice. They were nice. Very, very entertaining. Very, very nice guy. Yeah, they were nice. Dylan. Dylan is like speedrun goat. I'm putting them in poggers. They're not my friend. I wouldn't know them enough to say they're my beloved, but they are sick. Elena, my beloved, of course. Emma, they seem chill. I don't really know them enough. I don't know them enough at all. I've never spoke to them, but they seem chill. Erit, friend. Erit is a buddy of mine. Erit's very, very cool. I like playing games with Erit. Erin, I've played with Erin a couple times off stream, and we've played against him on stream, like during like MCL and Mindraft and stuff like that. We've played against Erin a bunch. Cracked gamer. Oh, and I met him in Amsterdam too. He was nice. He was very, very nice. He's been very friendly on and off stream as well. So I will put Erin in poggers. Do I know them enough to put them there though? But we've spoken more than once. It's fine. I'll leave them here. Same with Dr. Gluon. Ethos Lab. I know the name, and I know a lot of people worship Ethos Lab. I have no clue. I recognize the name. That is it. I don't even know. I can't even say that they seem chill. I have no idea about them. I know that people went crazy when they joined MCC, but Dark Etho Beef B-dubs, Bunch of Legends. Yeah, this is a side of Minecraft that I've just never touched, apparently. I've never seen, so unfortunate for me. Fire Breath Man, friend. We love Shane here. Where was I? This is the problem. I'm having to jump back into where we were. Foolish, oh my god. Dude, I met Foolish at the partner party in San Diego. Yeah. And dude, I can't remember. I might have been a little bit drunk. I might have been a little bit tipsy. But I remember seeing him and he had like longish hair. Literally like the first thing I said to him, I was like, oh my god, you are beautiful. I said that and he like cracked a smile. Beautiful smile. What a beautiful man that guy is. Should I make a tier called Beautiful Man? And just put Foolish in it? I'm kind of tempted to. Because there might be some other people that fall into that category. Where do I put it? I'll put it above this one. Like this. Beautiful man. And that was Foolish Gamers. Yeah, and they were so like charismatic too. Like we talked for a little bit afterwards, and because they were in the Twitch rivals, and they were against JoJo and all this stuff. So we were like talking a little bit about Twitch rivals, and yeah, they were very, very nice. I can't remember what I said, but I said something along the lines of like, you know, good luck in Twitch rivals, but you know, don't go too hard because I want my friend Jojo to win. Something along the lines of like, good luck, but not too much because I need you to lose because my friend Jojo needs to win. Something like that. And I'm trying to remember what he said, but it was something along the lines of like, oh, so you hate me. He was like, oh, cool. But like, just like very, it was a very funny response. He took it very, very well and like twisted it into this thing against me. And it was very, very funny. I was like, this guy is not only beautiful, but he's like, charismatic too, and like actually has social skills, which is pretty rare at TwitchCon partner parties. So I'm big fan of Foolish, big fan. Does this make sense where it is? I feel like it should be higher up, no? Because like we should put them where should this go in order, you know what I mean? Maybe it should go above this. Below poggers? Yeah, I think that's what I was just mousing in. Is this confusing now if I do this? No, that's fine. And then just move everything down one. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, where were we? Fruitberries. Fruitberries friend. Fulham friend. Fundy poggers. Fwip poggers. Fyro is like speedrun god, right? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of speedrunners in here, but I'm pretty sure I recognize Fyro through like Coreyways content and stuff. So I'm gonna I'll just put I haven't met them yet. I'll put know of, but haven't met yet. We'll do that. Do I want to reorder these? We'll see how much time we have left at the end if I want to reorder things. Gene Elliott, my beloved. Gemini Tay was someone that I played Among Us with a fuck ton, like really early on. Like when I was very first getting into Among Us through like Lizzie and stuff like that. My first Among Us lobbies were people like Lizzie, Corpse Husband, Gemini Tay, Joey Graceffa, Scott Smajer, CPK. Those were like the regulars in my lobbies back in the day. I say my lobbies. Like that was like the lobbies that I played in. Does anyone else remember who else? That's where I met Jojo for the first time, because Lizzie knew Jojo and like pulled Jojo in. So I met Jojo through that. But yeah, like my first ever, I'm gonna find it. My first ever Among Us video. Let me pull it up. I want to pull up like. So this is like this is the lobby. Oh, so my hair back then, holy shit. This is like lockdown hair as well. This is like trail end of lockdown, first lockdown. So Lizzie, me, jvckk, I don't remember who Paul is. This is Critic Zeus. Theo is a friend of ours, like a local friend of ours. Gemini Tay, as I was talking about, CPK, Vixella, and then Scott Smasia. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this game here. Bro, we're just playing 8-player Among Us. Me and Lizzie, CPK, Smasia, Corpse Husband, Shelby, Vixella, and Zeus. Like this was the squad back in the day. And then like next thing I know, the next week or a couple weeks later, Corpse is playing with like PewDiePie and stuff, and then went and played with like OTV people, and we never saw him again. 07s. But yeah, this was like these were the only people I could play Among Us with back in the day. This is the only lobbies I got invited to, which is kind of funny. Okay, where was I? I feel like I was on a rant there. So Gemini Tay. So yeah, I've played with Tay a bunch. They're poggers. I wouldn't say that we're friends, but they're poggers. Gizzygazer. We've spoken a handful. I feel like I need another tier now. Because we've spoken more than once. It's changing the colors every single time I do, which is kind of annoying. We're putting a row below here, and we're just gonna call it certified. I've already used the words cool. Wait, I haven't used cool. Certified cool. That's all I got. I was gonna use chill, but okay. What I could do is certified chill person, and then they seem cool. Then we make this green. We make this. What just happened? Like that. Wait, what? Did something switch? I think it's fine. Hi, Grace. Why do I go on the tier list? Be honest. Am I in the if I speak I'm in trouble category? You think that you belong here? Is that what you think? You think that you and Dream sit side by side, and if I speak, if I'm in trouble? That's what you think. Okay, is this the right colors? I think it's the right colors. This is for Gizzygazer. Grace, of course you're going in my beloved. Of course. George not found. Okay, to be fair, you'd expect George to go in this tier, but I feel like they go up a tier. Things did move. Did it? Oh, wait. It should be... Wait, what just happened? Wait. This should be there, right? It should be like that, right? Yeah, I think. Wait, actually, I think I'm trolling. why is this so far up? It should be like this. This is hurting my brain so much. Okay, so this is the first blue. Yeah. We got there. Second blue. Third blue. Okay. That's not a blue, but that's fine. Okay, are we good? I think we're good. George, we did speak. Did we? No, yeah, we spoke to George very briefly. He seemed nice. But sounds good, Kayla. We'll do that. Is this gonna get me in trouble, chat? I feel like that's fine. Green is poggers. Green's very, very cool. Very, very nice as well. Green, I've met Green in the past, I'm pretty sure. But got to talk to Green a lot at my friend's Christmas dinner. Like, we have a friend group that had like a Christmas meal together. We all went down to London and had a Christmas dinner together for the evening and hang out afterwards and stuff. Green was there. We started off the night with like a white elephant gift exchange thing, and Green had made a mug and wrapped that up, and that was one of the gifts. And I thought that that was so fucking cool because everyone else's gift was just some like thing that they bought online, and he actually made his like handmade. It was very, very cool. That's my anecdote for Green. I feel like maybe that is the only time that we've actually hung out and spoke. Because Joel's birthday, Green was busy. I feel like that's the only time we've actually spent time talking to each other, I think. Yeah, Green's poggers. Good times with Scar. They seem cool. I know nothing about them again, though, really. And I know that Scar, people love Scar so much. So I'm just trusting your guys' opinion. They seem cool. Never spoke to them myself though. I'll actually put Etho up here because the response from them joining MCC, I was like, holy shit, I've never seen the response like this before, so they've got to be cool. Gumi, my beloved, immediately. I don't know if I've hesitated less on a person than Gumi going to my beloved. Gucky, friend. Oh, friend. Similar to AMZ, I feel like anytime I've met and talked with AMZ, 9 out of those 10 times, I've met and talked to Gucky at the same time. They're both great. Godslover, we were on a team for Block Wars. They had to leave after the first game, which is really, really sad. But we've made like mutuals afterwards, and Gutslover is very, very cool. So we will put Gutslover in friend or poggers. I'll put them in friend. Hannah Rose is poggers. I don't think we're friend level, but they're very, very cool. Met them in Paris. I sure I met them in San Diego too. I did very briefly though. Very, very briefly. H-Bomb, I have met so many times. I met H-Bomb for the first time back in 2017 at a VidCon, and we were just chilling. I was with Scott, so I was like Scott and co, and we all got invited to H's Airbnb with like his friends and stuff like Gracer and more like Cube people and stuff like that. And so we went and hung out with them for the evening. I think it was like, I feel like we were hanging out there before going home, something like that. We had like time to kill. People were kind of chilling. We weren't at VidCon, but we were kind of like nearby. And yeah, we were hanging out with H-Bomb and a bunch of his friends. And then we left to fly home. And my friend Matty, who I had mentioned earlier, who I went to Insomnia with and met Dan TDM with and stuff, Matty was also there. And Matty used to make COD videos way back in the day. That's how I know Matty. And Matty is like, was back then was like best friends with Joel, Smallish Beans. they made COD videos together. If you go to Joel's channel and look most popular, you'll probably find Glint videos, and Glint COD videos are Joel and Matty. It's those two making videos together, just those two. So we're all in the same friend group, and we hang out. Again, this is fast forward all the way to 2017. We go home, and Scott stays in America for an extra couple weeks, just like hanging with friends. And he goes and stays with H-Bomb. And they're driving back to Arizona or some shit. They're on some drive home, and they're just talking, and it comes up in conversation. Scott's friends, like me and Matty in our group and stuff. And Scott was like, yeah, so that was Matty. His username is Matty Mondays, like this. And H1 was like, stop. What did you just say? And Scott was like, that was Matty. Matty Mondays is like his Twitter at. And he was like, that's Matty Mondays? And like, H1 was like freaking out. He's like, no fucking way that was Matty Mondays. Turns out, H1 was a massive fan of Matty, like back in 2011, 2012 kind of thing. I thought that was so fucking funny. Because in 2017, at this point, Matty's just our friend. He's just this guy. Same as me. We're just guys. You know what I mean? Like, we don't make content really that much anymore. We're just hanging out. We're just in California having fun. We're friends with the big content creators that are, like, popular and shit. We're just there on the side. And, like, H-Bomb is, like, this massive fan of Matty. I thought that was so fucking funny. But H-Bomb is my friend. It's getting confusing where it goes on 2 lines. That's fine. H-Bomb's the GOAT, but not my GOAT. You know, he's my friend. Hikey Hate Me, friend. We like Ollie. Spend every TwitchCon, like EU, both Amsterdam and Paris. We spend a lot of time bumping into Ollie. A lot of time chatting. Ollie's cool. We've also teamed for Block Wars like a bunch of times. They're cool. Illumina. Does Illumina go my GOAT? Illumina might go my GOAT. I don't think we're close enough to be friends. We did spend a decent amount of time together at like a TikTok party in Paris. And I feel like, yeah, I've teamed with Illumina for Block Wars, right? Do we need a Legends category? Legends and my GOAT. We might. We might. We'll keep it in mind. And we'll see if Illumina needs a Legends category. Because saying Illumina is poggers might be underrating them. Illumina, my GOAT. For now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put Illumina in my GOAT. Illumina is sick. Impulse. I am between it. This is similar to me. They're all very similar, like Ethos, Scar, Impulse, Cub Fan, and Venom. Like, I recognize all these names, and I know that they're loved a lot, but I just don't know enough about them. I know nothing. I think I'll leave Impulse in this tier. But they seem chill. I mean, yeah, it's all Hermitcraft people. Like, I just don't know. I really don't know anything about them. In the Littlewood, that is my friend. We like Martin. Martin was the person that reached out to me and like got me on in the bingo Discord. We've played bingo a few times. I don't normally stream those bingo sessions because they're like 6 p.m. my time, which is way too early. But Martin is super, super friendly. In Amsterdam, we hosted a little boat party thing, like a little boat tour with like 30 different people on it. And Martin was I was tasked with getting the list of people to invite. Ozza was the one that like set up the boat. He was like, all right, now you fill it with 30 people. Ozza had like a decent amount of people that he wanted to invite anyway, but like gave the rest to me. And Martin was very, very high on the list of the people that I invited. Martin's very, very cool. Iskal, again, same thing. Are they all Hermitcraft? Because this would make sense. But to me, they all exist in the same pocket, which I assume is Hermitcraft. I just don't know them. Iskal is the guy that made Vault Hunters, though, right? Or if he didn't make Vault Hunters, he like owns the content creator Vault Hunters SMP. He did make Vault Hunters. Okay, I thought so. Jack Manifold. I would say Jack Manifold is Poggers. Again, met Jack. I've met Jack a handful of times. Twitch cons, yada yada yada. But again, Tommy, Freddie, and Jack's show, we were hanging out backstage after. Jack is super, super friendly. That was back in June, I want to say. And then, yeah, Paris, just gone in July. Spoke to Jack a bunch. And then after Paris, I went down to Brighton for a few days. And we went out clubbing one night. And, like, my group had kind of merged with another group, and Jack was in it. And, like, we just bumped into each other in the line. And we were like, oh, I was like, oh, shit, I didn't know you were out tonight, you know, hang out. And then went in the club. Sticky nightclub, sticky awful nightclub. And actually no, we got in line for a different place that was pretty chill and pretty cool, but the line was fucking massive and not moving. And we were like, guys, what do we do? Do we go to this other place, or do we go to the sticky nightclub, which was kind of like only brought up as a meme? And everyone wanted to go to the other nice place, but some genius, actually no, it wasn't Jack's idea. Some genius said, why don't we flip a coin? And we were all kind of like, well, no, because there's obviously one answer that we want to do, so let's just do that. And then the guy was like, no, let's make it more interesting, let's flip a coin. It's like, fine, okay. It was Jack Manifold who called the heads or tails, whatever it was, in the air, and it landed on the sticky nightclub side because that's what he called. So that's why I'm blaming Jack for that. It wasn't his idea, but he was the one that called the flip, the coin in the air. And we went to the sticky nightclub, and the whole walk there, everyone was regretting it. And I was like, I'm scared because you guys are regretting this so much. Like, I've never been before. I've never been in clubbing in Brighton before. And they're not excited. So I'm like, nervous. We go in, we have a good time. We do have a good time. Jack's cool. Jack is poggers. Who speak for Jack? Yeah, he called the wrong side of a coin and made us go to a nightclub. But we had a great night anyway. It was fun. Jack Massey Welsh was also there at Tommy's show. We all went in Sheffield, and I didn't know that Jack was going to be there. Like, I've met Jack a few times. I want to say the first time we met in person was like a Halloween party at Scott's house in like 2019 probably. Yeah, because I wasn't living with Scott anymore. 2018 or 2019, probably 2019, and they were very, very nice. Then that was the last time I'd seen them, 2019, right? COVID happens, years go by, 4 years go by, almost 4 years, 3.5 years, and Tommy's show is coming to Sheffield. And I'm like, this will be fun to go to. We see the tickets get announced, or we see the show get announced. I immediately DM Eloise, and I'm like, we should go to this. It would be fun. Because me, Al, and Tommy had already hung out a bunch in Amsterdam. Al and Tommy hung out more than I was in there, but I was in the mix for like the final night, and we hung out a bunch that night is what I meant. And I was like, this would be fun to like go support Tommy when he comes to Sheffield. We should go. And she was like, that's hilarious. Let's do it. Then I extended it to the rest of our group. You know, Joel, Lizzie, Ozza, Ollie, and we were like, let's do it as a group. We were like, bet, let's do it. Tickets go on sale like a month later. Ozza wakes up bright and early, buys the ticket for me and him. Lizzie wakes up bright and early, buys the ticket for her and Joel. The tickets were quite expensive, so no one bought like all 6 together. But Ozza got mine and his. Lizzie got Joel and Lizzie's. And then Eloise and Ollie just weren't getting their tickets, and I was like, hey guys, have you got your tickets yet? And they just kept putting off, like, no, we'll get it another time, we'll get it later. I'm like, oh fuck, they're not coming, man. They end up not coming. I'm like, whatever. Me, Ozza, Lizzie, and Joel will go, and we'll have a great time. We'll be fine. I'm getting ready to go, and Lizzie's like, you know, let's go out for dinner first, and then we'll go to the show after. I'm like, cool, sounds good to me. We go to dinner. She tells me where we're going. I arrive, me and Ozza rock up, and outside the restaurant is not Joel and Lizzie. They're on their way still. They're running late. But outside the restaurant is Jack Massey Welsh, Mini Mooka, and one other guy. I forget their name. I think their name was like George or something. And I'm like, you guys must be here for Tommy's show. And then they're like, Yeah. We're just going out. We're just here for dinner with Joel and Lizzie, and I'm like, oh, I was like, me too. I had no idea that they were going to be there, and it was just funny because we bumped into them, and like Joel and Lizzie, our link to them was not there, but it was like us five kind of just now standing around waiting. It was fine because I had met Jack before, and I had met Minnie a ton of times before that, so it was fine. But it was just funny that Lizzie had obviously invited them as well as us, and then wasn't there, so that was funny. But yeah, Jack's chill. Jack is poggers. I wouldn't say that we're friends, but poggers. James Marriott, I have not met, but we did go to James Marriott's gig in Sheffield. If you're noticing a theme, I like to support when content creators do shows and go on tour and stuff, especially when it's like Sheffield, when it's like so close to me and I can go very easily, like I can walk there. I like to show support. I like to show support for the culture, for the content creator culture. I had a great time at James Marriott's gig. I've never like spoke to them though. I've never spoke, but they definitely seem cool. I feel like that's as much as I can say. I don't know them enough to say that they're a certified chill person, or poggers or anything like that, but they definitely seem cool. I'll put them at the top of this one. I don't know if I am ranking this in order of that, but we'll get there. Shelly. Up next, James Turner. I know James just because The Sims. Like, a lot of you guys don't know this, but what got me, like, a massive boost on Twitch was The Sims 4 and my friend Little Simsy. And being friends with Little Simsy, I came to know who all the popular Simmers were. Like, this was a brand new world to me. I played Sims growing up as a kid, sure, but, like, I didn't know about the content creation side of The Sims until I met Kayla. And she made me aware of all the, you know, popular Simmers, James Turner being one of them. And then James has a second channel on YouTube called like Fabaliki or Flabaliki or something like that, right? If someone can confirm and not make me sound like I'm crazy. And they would do like a lot of other sim games, like I want to say like Planet Zoo or something like that. And they're like you know, like tycoon games, like Roller Coaster Tycoons, stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's this other game I'm trying to think of, and I can't remember what it is. I want to say he did Planet Coaster, games like that, and I was obsessed with those kind of sim games at the time. So they seem cool. I have not spoke to them before, but they do seem cool. Jovocon is almost my beloved. It's between the two. Joey is one of the first omega, like, famous people I've ever met in person. It is Flabaliki? Okay. W. W for me. W for my memory. Jovocon is one of the big, like, famous people I met. And they were, like, instantly so personable. And, like, they didn't treat you... Like, they treated it like a human being, which sounds so bare minimum, but you guys would be surprised, or maybe you're not surprised. I've met so many content creators that are, like, big, and a lot of the time, they're not even that big. They're, like, medium-sized, and they're just weird. They treat you weird. Like, because my first encounter with a lot of content creators is always, like, I'm this person's friend. Like, I'm there with Scott, or I'm there with Lizzie, I'm there with Joel, I'm there with whoever, and I'm like the little tag along, whatever, right? Because I wasn't a content creator myself at that point. Or even if I wasn't like a big one, right? So a lot of the time when I'm meeting these people, I'm just like a friend. I'm just like a little +1 or whatever, right? And I will instantly be very aware of how this big famous content creator treats me. Like, if they make eye contact when they introduce themselves, if they acknowledge me as a human, if they try to converse with me, if like, it depends. Like, are they treating me very, very differently to my friend who's like a bigger content creator? It's different. Like, if these guys are already very, very close and I'm the odd one out, then sure, there's going to be a little bit of a difference there. But, like, am I being treated differently because of my lack of subscribers or whatever like that, right? And that's something I pay attention to a lot. And Joey, mega famous, Like, we're talking peak jvckk VidCon 2016 kind of vibes here. And like the friendliest fucking guy immediately. And in 2016, I was making, I need to check if this is actually a video still. Wait, before I say anything, let me check. I was making a vlog, is what I'll say. And I had been making the vlog the whole weekend of VidCon, stuff like that. And I didn't meet Joey until the very final day and like the day after. Like it ended on a Sunday, and we hung out on the Monday because our flight home was really late on the Monday, and we needed a place to hang out all day because we had to check out of our hotel at like 11 a.m. We've all got suitcases. We don't want to carry them around. So Lizzie messaged Joey and was like, hey, can we hang out? Like, we've got all day to kill. We've got nothing to do. We've got nothing, nowhere to go with all of our luggage. Is it cool if we come hang out? Joey was like, absolutely, come through. Drops his address. We all rock up in an Uber and we just spend the day at Joey's house. And they were so accommodating and so friendly, right? Let me, 1 second. Oh, I don't think they, maybe it's privated. Hang on, let me look. So we spend the day with Joey, right? Very, very down to earth person. Just a guy, just a chill guy. Was super, super friendly. I also want to show you guys an old profile picture of mine. And the best way I can find it is by going to this channel. So this is my old main channel. This picture right here, you can see I'm on a pool floaty. This is jvck's pool. Like, we were just hanging out for the day. It was super sunny. We were chilling in the pool, chilling in the garden, chilling in the house. And he had this pool floaty. So we were like fucking around on it. I'm in clothes because I'm like going to the airport, right? Like, I'm not stripping off and getting in the pool. Like, we got to go to the airport kind of thing. So I jump on, trying to stay as dry as I can. And we're just like goofing around and stuff. But yeah, this is in jvck's pool on his floaty. But what I want to check is... No, it's just all COD videos. Okay, let me check. I really want to find this. Anyway, that was 2016. I'll fast forward. That was 2016. 2017, we go out again. It's here. Yeah, it's here. We go out again for VidCon. And that's me. And similar vibes where like we're chilling for the final day kind of thing. And we want to hang out with Joey. And we go to Dave & Buster's with Joey. And Joey, oh my god, this one, our Uber driver had a dog. We had spent the day at Disney, and our Uber driver had the dog. There's Scott, there's Matty. I think I saw Callum at the back. That's Jess, Callum's ex. So, see so much of your face. There you go. Oh, because of the facial hair, yeah. So what am I trying to say here? We go to Dave & Buster's with Joey, and I have been vlogging this whole trip. This is a 32-minute video. Jesus Christ. So I've been vlogging this whole trip, right? And then we go to Dave & Buster's, and I don't want to like stop the vlog. Like, this is a fun part of the vlog, but at the same time, I didn't want it to seem like I'm only recording because Joey was around. Like, I felt kind of self-conscious about vlogging. So I was kind of like splitting off to myself to like to film the vlog and stuff. And then I was walking along at some point. I don't know where it is. It's towards the end, I want to say. We're walking out, and Joey like puts himself in the vlog, and I thought that was very nice of Joey, because like I wasn't shoving the camera in his face kind of thing, and I didn't want to make it seem like I'm only filming for him kind of thing. So I was just doing my own thing, and like he himself like offered himself up into the vlog kind of thing to be a part of it, which was very, very nice of him. And when we met up at Dave & Buster's, like he remembered me from the year before, gave me a big hug kind of thing. Whereas everyone else, he like shook their hand. So like it confirmed to me that he remembered who I was, even though we hung out for one day. you know, he meets a bunch of people every single day. So I was like, it was very nice. It sounds like the bar is low, but it was very, very nice that he remembered me and, you know, did all of those things. So Joey is great. Also, these girls came up to Joey while he was playing this. They were like, "Oh my god, are you Joey Garcia?" And he like burst out like a half laugh and was like, "Yeah, I am." It was so fucking funny. One away from the major prize. That's heartbreaking. But yeah, Joey's great. Joey's great. Was that tangent? Callum and Matty playing. This guy was crazy. I don't know. I'm trying to see the part. I don't remember. Anyway, I think yeah, this is Joey's winnings. I'm pretty sure. Joey was very accommodating. That was all for that. Anyway, Joey is. Where did I put Joey? I put them in there. Friend. Joey's great. Anyway, sorry for that little tangent. We'll carry on now. JoJo solos. I've got to put JoJo in my goat. Like, I've got to. Like, is there a single, other than Marissa, is there a single bigger fan of JoJo solos than me? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. I'm number one JoJo believer. If you speak, you're in trouble. You get a screenshot of this real quick. What a duo. No, yeah, my goat. We'll put them at the top of my goat, too. I don't think anything else needs to be explained with this one. Moving on. K4. K4 is a British speedrun content creator, and I actually really wanted to meet them at TwitchCon, and I just didn't get around to it. I was talking to Stu, who was like great friends with K4, and I was like, I want to meet that guy, and he was like, dude, he's the nicest guy ever. Like you'll go out to dinner with him, and he will not let you pay for it. Like he will like force that he pays for it, kind of thing. He like Stu was giving like a massive vouch for K4, and also makes great fucking videos. Like I binged all of his Minecraft content when it came to speedrunning. Like I was so obsessed with it. He also then went on to make some like only up speedrun content as well. Just a cool guy. I'm gonna put K4 and Poggers. I haven't met them yet, but they seem so Poggers. Like similar to Connor. I haven't met them, but they're Poggers anyway. Caboodle, I teamed with once, spoke once, they were nice. We're mutuals on Twitter. I would even say... I'm trying to decide between certified chill person and spoke once, they were nice. I'll put them in certified chill person. They are chill. Kara Corvus, friend. We love Kara here. I haven't gamed with Kara in a hot minute now. I mean, I haven't gamed with like any of the homies in a hot minute now, but we love Kara here. Carl Jacobs. Carl Jacobs. I'm trying to remember if it was Carl. It was Carl. Me and Jojo met Carl very briefly in Amsterdam. And I'm trying to remember who it was that came up and interrupted us. I don't remember who it was, but they would have got negative points for that, and now I don't remember who it was. But me and Jojo were talking to Carl. I can't remember what the reason was, but Jojo wanted to talk to Carl about something in particular. I wanted to just meet him, but also had like something to say to him, like actually something they wanted to talk about. And so we go out to him. We're talking for a little bit. This guy comes over. I don't remember who it was. This guy comes over and interrupts, and like they're talking for a little bit, and then me and Jojo are kind of just standing there, like waiting for them to be done so we can carry on our conversation. And it's getting a little bit awkward because we're not that far into the conversation, so it'd be really awkward to just like turn around now and abandon the conversation without saying bye. So we wanted to wait it out to like finish our conversation, or at least say bye. So we're kind of just standing there as they're talking, and eventually the guy leaves. Or no, I don't think the guy even leaves. I kind of like break it up. I'm like, and Jojo gives me kudos for this. I don't actually remember doing it, but Jojo told me that I did this, and I was like, wow, that was kind of cool of me. I like, after a while, I like stopped their conversation. I was like, sorry, Jojo was just saying this. Like, I brought the conversation back basically, and I was like, no, yeah, sorry, Jojo was saying this, da, 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 and then the guy was like, hey, bye, 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 and we like carried on our conversation, kind of thing. I like saved it, and then we finished our conversation, and then we split up and went our own ways. We spoke once. They seem nice. I also think that Carl Jacobs is one of the funniest fucking people. Like, I've watched I watched him co-commentate a League of Legends event with Sapnap, and Carl, I don't know if they're funny together or if Carl was carrying, but that guy is fucking funny. Like, he's very quick. I've watched him on some podcasts as well. He's very witty, very, very quick, and I like people like that. I think they're very, very funny. But I don't know them enough to say that they're certified chill or poggers or anything. Catherine Elizabeth was another one of the early OG Among Us people. I don't know them enough to say that they're poggers, so I guess they go in certified chill person. I feel like similar with Fwip and Gemini Tay, because again, these I said about Tay earlier, but Fwip was the same. I met them all around the same time of Among Us, and yeah, they're definitely certified chill. I don't know if this category existed when I ranked them, but yeah. Anyway, Carl's one of those people that seems genuinely nice. Yeah, he's a very people person. He's very, very good with people, and I like people like that. King Baron, I recognize the name. Again, I feel like I've played against them in some like competitive Minecraft stuff. Haven't met them yet. Corrales, I recognize because I got really into watching with Homies 2.0. I really wanted to learn Create, so I started watching some like Create oriented SMP stuff, and I'm sure Corrales was on it. So I know of them, but I just don't know them. Krinios is my friend. We love Krinios. Krinios, I'm gonna dox him right here, lives in Austin, Texas, and was pretty new to Austin, Texas. I think I might be lying about that part. As far as I know, was somewhat new to Austin, Texas, and I visited for the first time, visiting Jojo and all the other homies and stuff. And I was already mutuals with Krinios at this point through some way or another. And Jojo living in Austin, Krinios living in Austin, they hadn't met yet. We were all mutuals, like we were all friends, but they hadn't met yet. So I was like, well, I'm only here for a little bit. I want to meet people. So I set up a little play date. I set up for us to hang out with Krinios. And obviously Jojo came along too. And like I was the one that like brought them two together. Like they both lived in the same city, but neither one of them reached out to like meet. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. I'm here for a little bit. I'll like force you guys to meet up in person. And I'm trying to remember. We met up with Ryan, who's Krinios. I then met Beef Stew because Beef Stew came along because they were roommates. And I feel like there was a third person there, and I don't remember who it was, which makes me feel really bad. But was it just the two of them? It might have just been the two of them. I have a picture somewhere, but this is really slowing me down. Let's just put jvckk Krinios. I must have tweeted the picture. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was just Ryan and Beef Stew, Mike. But the third person was with us. It was Cameron. It was on Easy Peasy. This is the squad right here. This is my second time in Austin. I lied. Which makes me think that Ryan was new to Austin. But yeah, this is Beef Stew. This is Krinios. This is me. This is Jojo. This is Uneasy Peasy. I was so late to my flight. I have got a story. I've got a story for everything. I know, and I'm getting like so distracted. But I had arranged this like at the start of the trip. So like I really wanted this to happen. Even though I was running late to my flight, I was like, we've still got to go. Like I want to meet them. We met so briefly. Like we took a couple pictures and that's kind of it. We chatted for a little bit. Who took the picture? I'm trying to remember who else was there. Doesn't matter. But I knew my flight was at a certain time. I knew it was cutting it close. We were running in late. And I was like, I don't care. I'm, here for a little bit. I want to meet them. It'll be fun. We talk for a little bit. We hang out. It's a super beautiful day. We take some pictures. We then leave. Me and Jojo's driving me to the airport. I check my phone. Turns out my flight is like 45 minutes earlier than I thought it was. And we are on the interstate or on the highway, whatever. We are an hour away from the airport, which again, international flight, you should be there 2 hours early, right? We are 45 minutes to an hour away. And my flight leaves in, I thought, just over 2 hours. And I was like, I'll get there and it'll be like an hour and 10 until my flight. That's fine. It's cutting a little bit close. But I'm good at airports. I'm pretty quick. I can get through them quickly. It's fine. I don't like waiting around in airports, so I like to cut it close. But turns out my flight was actually like 45 minutes earlier than I thought it was. And I'm like, oh, and Jojo is already so fucking stressed. Like, Jojo is one of those people that gets so stressed and anxious on behalf of other people. And like me, I don't feel stressed or anxious basically ever, especially when it comes to being like on time to things. There's a reason I have jvckk late as an emo. Like, there's a reason. I am late to everything. I am so just slow in everything that I do, even if it's going to dinner with friends, even if it's meeting Lizzie for coffee, even if it's going to see a movie. I am late to absolutely everything in my life. And it's not something like I try to do. It's not like I think it's cool to be late. I just am slow at doing everything. And I always think I have more time than I do, which I think you guys find easy to believe. So I'm already just very nonchalant about this flight. I'm like, yeah, I mean, what are they going to do? Leave without me? Like, it'll be fine. I don't care. Then I see that the flight is an extra 45 minutes early, and Jojo's like already super stressed. Jojo doesn't want to be here. She's like, we need to go. And I'm like, it's fine, it's fine. We get in the car and I'm like, oof. And Jojo's like, what? She's thinking like the flight got cancelled or something. And I was like, yeah, I thought my flight was at this time. It's actually at this time. She like glanced at the clock and she's like, you're joking. So we get to the airport. My flight is boarding in like 30 minutes, leaving in like less than an hour. It was something like that. What are they going to do, leave without me? Yes, they will. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, yeah, we get to the airport and my flight leaves in less than an hour. We were boarding. It was like boarding in like 20 minutes or something. And I've still got to check my bag. I've got to go through security, which the line is fucking massive. And I'm like, it'll be fine. It's fine. Like, I make it through. I get through security. I check my gate. Of course, I get this. Like, this is my luck every single time. I don't know if it's like an international flight thing or whatever, but whenever I'm flying, my gate is always the furthest gate that it could possibly be. Like, it's never just a close gate. It's always the furthest gate at the other end of the airport. So I check and I'm like, yeah, no, check, figures. I've got to run down the whole airport. I'm speed walking. Again, I'm not running for anything. I'm speed walking. I'm like, they haven't even called my name yet. If they were calling my name over the speakers, then I'd maybe get a bit of a run on. But I'm like speed walking and I get to the gate. There is no one there. And I'm like, oof, maybe I've cut a little bit close this time. When I say no one there, I mean there's no passengers there. There's still the staff. So I rock up. I'm like, this is my gate. And they're like, yep, come on through. I am the last human to board that plane. Like, the last one. There is no one behind me. It is empty the whole way down. And I get into my seat and we take off. And I'm going to be honest, that's like ideal for me. I don't want to sit down and wait. I want to walk and not stop walking until I'm sat on my seat. And it was perfect. So I would say calculated, to be honest. But all that to say, Krinios is my friend. I genuinely, this stream is going to take hours if I have a story for every person, but I'm telling the interesting ones, okay? Where are we next? Critic Zeus. Again, you guys saw that they were in the Among Us videos. They are certified chill person. I don't know them any more than that. I would say, yeah, this makes sense to me. They belong with the other Among Us players that I met back then. They're chill. Definitely chill. Dave Kratzy. Dave Kratzy is my friend. Dave Kratzy I met in Amsterdam. I'll try to be quick. Dave Kratzy is my friend. We met in Amsterdam. Jojo and Dave have been friends for like almost a decade, maybe even a decade. They have been friends for so fucking long, and this was the first time that they had ever met in person, was in Amsterdam. So that was super exciting to like watch that happen. And then we hung out with Dave a decent amount in Amsterdam. Dave was again very high on my list to invite them onto the boat when we had the little boat party, the little boat tour thing. Dave's great. I love Dave. I'll move on because I'll be here all day otherwise. Laserbeam, similar to Connor in that like I've watched so much of them, they have no clue that I exist, but I'm a big fan of Laserbeam. I think Laserbeam's great. LD Shell Lady is my, where have I put people? CPK, yeah, we'll put them in my beloved. That's where they belong. I was like, I don't want to pick favorites and with my friends and stuff, but CPK's here. That makes sense. Lizzie's great. I've known Lizzie. Lizzie is probably my oldest online friend that I still talk to nowadays, I want to say. There's one other person called Jod who would come to my stream like once a year and say hi. I've known Jod since like 2008. Like before I even had Twitter. Like way before I had Twitter, way before I had YouTube. I met Jod like Halo 3 matchmaking. I met Jod. He was my first friend that I met in person from the internet too. I invited him down to my house and we just hung out. And my mom spoke to his mom. They were chill with it. He came down, spent the weekend at my house. Great time. Played a lot of Halo. Great kid. But yeah, out of the people that I still talk to, might as well say you wrote to him by letters. Okay, dude. All right. I'm now realizing that there's definitely probably a couple people that have been in my chat that were like 3 years old at that point. Do we have any 05 people in chat? Do we have any date of birth 05ers in chat? Because you were 3 when me and John became friends. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, chill, you're 05? That's fucked up. Wait, what year was Tank born? Wait. Because Tank is like the child of the Jason, no? Or like Misty, or Freya's 06? Banana Cat? Yeah, Banana Cat and like Misty and stuff, they're like, and Tank, they're like children, right? We do not have so many children in the chat. Am I the teen of the Jason as a 99 kid? I'd say you're pretty in the middle, Thea, at this point. Misty's 18, really? Anyway, okay, wait. So Freya's 06. Chill, chill, are you actually 07? Wait, no, you're 08? No, wait, what did I say? Wait, what year did I say? No, 05. I did not say 08. 08 is when I met Jod. Yeah, okay. 05 is crazy. And then, yeah, Freya said 06. So Freya was like 2 years old. Maybe even 1, because Halo came out right at the Halo 3 came out right at the end of 07. I don't know if I met Jod in the first few months of Halo or if it was like further into 08, but that's fucking wild. That is crazy. You were like 1 or 2. Okay, enough of that. Lizzie is like my oldest internet friend that I still talk to. I met Lizzie like September or October of 2011. I've known Lizzie for coming up 12 years next month. So a pretty long time. A pretty long time. That's wild. Anyway, Lizzie, my beloved. Very, very good friends with Lizzie. I went for coffee with Lizzie literally on Saturday. Michael McChill, I wanted to meet for a really long time. I wanted to meet Michael for a really long time, and then I finally got the opportunity to in Paris. And not only did I meet Michael, it was like the first night in Paris. We went to dinner with him, and they were great. It was Michael and his wife? Question mark? Fiance? Girlfriend? Wife? I want to say wife. I call him. The name's Ellen, right? Ellen or Helen? It's Ellen, I'm pretty sure. Crowwing on Twitter, yes. Wife of Michael Mitchell, yes, they are married. Yeah, we went to dinner with Michael and Ellen because we were staying in the same hotel as them, turns out. So, and Kara was very good friends with Michael, and I was rooming with Kara. So we went out to dinner with them the very first night, and like staying in the same hotel, we bumped into them over and over and over again, and we spent a fuck ton of time with Michael and Ellen, and I had such a good time. Michael immediately became my friend. Michael is great. Big fan of Michael and Ellen as well. Moving on. Just a Minx. They seem... I haven't formed an opinion. They seem like a wild card, is what I'll say. I don't know them enough to say either way though. We've got to go through this faster. They seem for sure, yeah. They're a little wild. People are allowed to be wild. I'm pretty sure this Molly person is another speedrunner. Yeah, ... I'm pretty sure this Molly person is a speedrunner. I know of them but haven't met them. Mumbo Jumbo, similar. Okay, I feel like I need a tier that says I watch their content, but I have no idea what they're like as a person. Like Connor, Laserbeam, Mumbo Jumbo. Like I watch their videos, I watch their content, but I can't say whether or not they're a good person. But they make great content. I feel like I need another tier. We'll put it underneath. We'll put it underneath certified chill person. I feel like that makes sense. Or no, because I really enjoy them is the point. So I'll put it underneath poggers. Now I'm gonna have to bump all the colors. God, this is so annoying. I also really hope that Foolish ends up the only person in that tier because it's going to be so funny. Love their content, but I don't know. Love their content. I'll just put that. Actually, K4, I trust Stu's vouch enough. Yeah, we'll go with that. Mumbo Jumbo, the goat of Redstone. We were down here. Misty Cat Live. I don't know them, but I would really like to team with them. Or team with her, I think their pronouns are. For Block Wars. I'd love to be on her team. They are cracked. Very, very cracked. We'll put her in here. Niachu again was kind of like one of the earlier Among Us people, not as early as these guys. She, they pronouns? Okay, cool. Nikki, I'm between here and here. Like, it's not like we hang out, so I don't think I could say that we're friends. But they're definitely poggers. I like Nikki a lot. She's very, very sweet. I met Nikki and Jack around the same time through Elena, because this was like right off the back of Among Us. People started playing Among Us less and less, but people still wanted to hang out because they realized that, like, meeting people through Among Us, they realized, oh shit, people outside of my immediate circle are actually really, really cool and really, really friendly. Let's continue to play games together. And I would spend so many nights, like, off stream just hanging out in Discord with so many people. But notable people that I met in that way were Wei, who actually messaged me a really sweet message this morning. It was really, really cute. I miss Wei so much. I met Wei that way. I met Gracie that way. I met Nikki that way. I met Jack that way. I met Boomer that way. I met Amesy that way. I'm pretty sure I met Antfrost that way. I met Crumb that way, I want to say. Maybe Puffy as well. I'm just looking at the people I've already got on here. Delta I met that way. And that's it right now, I think. Yeah. Moving on, schmoving on. Olive, my fucking beloved. I love Olive so much. I don't even remember how I met Olive. I feel like I replied to an Olive tweet one day and I didn't even follow them. And they gave me some, like, funny reply or something. And I instantly was like, this person's cool. And then I followed them and they followed me back. And then I watched their stream and then they watched mine. And then I was like, let's play a game together. And then we played a game together. And then I met them in San Diego and they were so sweet. And oh my God, Olive in Paris, I kept bumping into her. And she was like, every time she saw me, she was so happy to see me. And she is just like, Olive is like, you know how there's guys that are golden retrievers? Olive is like a golden retriever. I was going to say a woman golden retriever, but I don't know Olive's pronouns actually. But you know what I'm getting at. Olive is literally like a golden retriever. They were always so happy to see me and just so sweet. They are so friendly. I remember in San Diego, I invited them along to our final night. We went to the beach at night, like it was last day of TwitchCon, and we all went to this beach. And it was actually Brood's idea, first of all. Olive uses they, them, or any or. Okay, cool. And it was actually Brood's group, Brood and like Rocky and stuff. They were the ones that started off this beach trip, and Brood was like, come with, bring whoever you want, because it's just a beach with a fire pit, and we'll just bring our own alcohol. It was a shady fucking beach, I won't lie. But it was good because it meant that there was no police there that would tell us to stop drinking in public and tell us to leave. But don't go in the bathroom there because there's like shit all over the walls and needles everywhere. Like don't go in there. But other than that, hey, as long as you're in a group of 30 people, you probably won't die. Marissa is from San Diego. And when we told Marissa and Jojo that we were going there and I invited them, Marissa was like, you are not going there. And I was like, what's wrong with this place? And she was like, you're gonna die. And I was like, no, there's 30 of us. What are they gonna do? Kill us all? We were fine. Marissa refused to come. And so did Jojo, which is fine. But the people that did go, Olive included, I brought Olive along. And then like, Zach showed up, like Cheesy Blue Nips showed up. I had no idea that they were coming. Kara showed up. Tay showed up, I'm pretty sure. Eloise, Scott, Owen, Beck, I'm pretty sure. Hi, Marissa. The things people do to drink alcohol, it was such a good time. And like, you can ask anyone there. That was like the perfect end to TwitchCon. It was so fun. That was like genuinely my well, I was gonna say my favorite night, but that was one night where me and Brood got separated, and I had met this girl that we were like mutuals on Twitter with at the time, and I had mentioned that like I was going, and so we were like trying to plan meeting up kind of thing, and we found the perfect opportunity to meet up like at night, like in the evenings when everyone was just like bar hopping and stuff. And my group were getting tired, so my friend is like, you know, where are you? I'll come to you. So I say where I'm at. She comes through. We meet up. We're hanging out, and then we want to stay out. The rest of my friends are getting tired. They want to go home. Brood wants to stay out and kind of disappears with his other group, like Rocky and stuff like that, right? And then it's just me and this other girl who I've just met, like in person for the first time anyway. Is this the time with the bar and Brood getting lost? Yes, it is. So Brood disappears, and we had already planned, like, let's hang out tonight. Like, I'm staying out, don't worry. He's like, chill. Come join me and my friends. We're going to this bar. And I'm like, okay, cool. Girl I just met, I'm like, do you want to come with? She's like, hell yeah, let's do it. I'm like, okay, cool. They're at this bar. Other fucking side, I won't say of San Diego, but other side of Gaslamp Quarters, which is pretty big. It's a decent 15-minute walk, I would say, across a crowded city of just like people spilling out of bars, people everywhere, right? So I'm like, fuck it, let's go. We're here to party. Let's turn up. We're already quite a few drinks in. We'll just walk. We walk across Gaslamp, and we get there, and he's not fucking there. We go in and we order a drink, DMing him. Reception is awful. Like, the service is so bad. We're like barely getting through to each other. He's like, dude, I'm so sorry we moved to a different bar. And I'm like, okay, drop the address. He drops the address. We go there. He's not fucking there. I message him. Finally get through to him. Dude, so sorry. We moved to another bar. We're playing this fucking cat and mouse chase across San Diego. And chat, the final place he ends up, I shit you not, was a 30-second walk from where we started. I'm showing you guys. I'm getting derailed again. I don't care. I'm showing you where we were. Okay, so San Diego here, right? Convention center here. All of this is Gaslamp, okay? All of these streets, this whole like downtown area, this is all Gaslamp, okay? So we were, I could have just searched it up, but we were so close. Where were we? We're at the Hard Rock. Where's the Hard Rock? Wait for it. Wait for it. I can find it, chat. I swear I can find it. Does anyone see Hard Rock, chat? Waiting. Does anyone see it, chat? Okay, down here. Hard Rock. Okay. Chat, so we're down here. This is where the night starts, okay? My whole group, Brood, everyone, the girl that comes to meet me, we all meet here, okay? Also, my first time in San Diego, I went here. I went to the old spaghetti factory. On the same building. That's kind of funny. Anyway, we're here. This is where the night starts. We then go the other side of Gaslamp. It's like somewhere up here, okay? It's a pretty decent walk, like 15 minutes, however far that is. Okay? Then we get pulled across to the right. Then the final place we end up, remember, we started here. We then end up, where is it? I'm pretty sure it's like right here. It's here. Oh my god, it's here. Okay, chat. The night started here. We go to the other fucking side of town. Everywhere. Cat chase. We end up here. We are one fucking block diagonal away. I was so pissed. I had drunkenly walked this stranger, this girl I've just met, all the way across busy San Diego and back again. This took place over like an hour, chat, because every time we landed somewhere, we'd get a drink and wait to like get a response. It would take fucking ages for Brute to get back to me. We eventually come back to here and chat. Okay, so it's called Moonshine. He tells me it's called Moonshine, okay? And what is this story even about? Who am I talking about right now? this is nothing to do with anyone on the tier list. This is just about having a good time in San Diego. But this was my favorite night because the story was so fucking funny. Pub crawling is fun, I agree. But wait for me, man, and then we can pub crawl together. That's the idea. So, he tells me we're at Moonshine. I look it up. There's only one place. It's this place, okay? It tells me this place. And then the other one is like way up here. And I'm like, okay, obviously they're not up there. We're going back here. I'm like, that's right where we started. Whatever. I don't care. So we start walking back. We get in. We're having a good time. We order more drinks, okay? I wasn't completely alone. If I was alone, I would have just Ubered home, like 100%. We're having a great time, me and this girl. And I'm texting him. I'm like, hey, we made it. Are you here? And he's like, yeah, we're still here. Where are you? And I'm like, I'm at Moonshine. I'm like, I'm here. And I'm like, he's like, bro, I can't find you. I'm at the bar. And I'm like, there's 2 bars. I've gone up to both. You're not at either of them. We keep messaging back and forth. And I'm convinced at this point that he's gone through like a back room, like further deeper into the building. Because there was like a back door, like back here that went through. And I was like, I don't know. But he says he's at the bar. So this doesn't make any sense. So then I say, I'm at the deck. I'm at the deck is what I said. I'm trying to find a good picture. I say, I'm at the deck. You can see here that there are only 2 bars. Chat, this is not a big fucking place. If Brood is here, I should be able to find him, right? There's this bar and there's this bar. I checked both of them. He's not at either of them. I say, I'm at the deck because the place was called... It doesn't have... There was a sign on the wall here. It's called Moonshine Flats, and it's on the deck. Like, the deck is part of the name of the place. The deck, right? So I say I'm at the deck. He thought I meant that there's some, like, decking up in the club. So he goes upstairs in his club, checks the deck, cannot find me. We're both so drunk messaging each other back and forth. Like, you're a fucking idiot. Fuck you. No, fuck you, bitch. Where are you? I'm here. Where? Here. At the bar. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Goes on for so long, right? So we're going back and forth for so long. Eventually, it hits 2 a.m. It's been a whole, like, 3-hour ordeal at this point. I mean, we're having fun at the same time. It's just funny, right? We get kicked out because it's 2 a.m. And I'm like, bro... He was not in there. Like, the whole bar is emptied out. We're just sat out the front, like, sat on the curb right now. And I'm just, like, trying to get a hold of him. He's also getting kicked out. He gets kicked out, and I'm like, bro, where are you? I do a full lap of this building. Turns out, so there's this, right? There's this. Moonshine Flats, okay? Right? On the deck. It says in the windows here, deck, okay? On the other side of the block, it's the same fucking thing. Looking for deck, party is around the back, but it was dark out. These doors were open, so he couldn't read this. He had gone through, like, he had lined up out here and gone through this door. So I did a lap of the block. I find this. I'm like, there's no fucking way. The whole time we've been side by side, basically. Like, we have literally, I was in here. You saw how small this building was. I was in here. He was here. So I do a lap around, and they're kicking people slowly out of here too. And I'm like, he's in here. We figured it out at this point. I'm like, no fucking way. And I'm not sure if these people are getting kicked out yet. So this door swings open, and I grab it to walk in. And then some bouncer's like, no, you can't come back in. Like, once you've gone out, you're out now. Like, we're closing. I'm like, oh, no worries. Sorry, but he thought that I had come out. And I'm like, it's fine. Really, I had never been in. Because I would have dodged the cover as well. It was like a $50 cover or some shit like that. So I would have dodged money too. But he eventually comes out, and we're like just laughing and like, you know, fake mad at each other. I'm like, by the way, this is my friend. This is Brood. And like, that was their first introduction. She was laughing the whole time too. So like, we had a great night, and like, we never went back here. And like, we just eventually fumbled back into the door of our Airbnb. All of our friends are asleep. Me and Brood are the last ones in that night because we're the only ones that stayed out. We fumbled back inside, and we're like telling the story the next day. Bro, it feels like How I Met Your Mother. You know when Marshall is trying to remember where he found that burger place, And I'm like, bro, tomorrow we're not going to know where that was. Like, we're never going to be able to find the deck, like Moonshine again. We're going to forget what it was called because we're like super drunk. I'm like, we're going to wake up and that place just never existed. Like, we'll try and find it tomorrow and it just never existed. Or I like packed up and moved town or something. And this will like forever just be like a memory for us 3 people and no one else. And that was my favorite night of TwitchCon. All of that to say that Olive Sleepy is a really cool person and my beloved. Anyway, let's go next. Where were we? Ollie the Orion Sound. Again, Ollie, one of my Sheffield gang. Ollie is the first person. I'm trying not to have a story for every single person. I'm so sorry. I'm meant to be playing Baldur's Gate tonight. Ollie, when I first moved out of my home, it was Lizzie that invited me. She was like, move up to Sheffield from Devon, other side of the country. I had never lived away from home before. I was living with my mom and my brothers. Very, very scary for me. She was like, come to the other side of the country. I'll give you a job. You'll be able to pay for rent. I'll even hook you up with a housemate. Because my friend Ollie, I knew of Ollie at this point. We had played some games online and stuff, but I hadn't known him long. This is 2016. I had known him for like a year, I want to say. And he was just finishing university. And he was like, I'm looking to move. I want a housemate. I could be down to move to Sheffield. So the stars just aligned. I moved to Sheffield. I roomed with Ollie for a year. And we've both still been in Sheffield ever since. So Ollie is my beloved. God, this is going to take so long. Owen's Juice, again, my beloved. My beloved. I fucking love Owen. Owen I'm going through quickly. Owen I got teamed with for Minecraft, I'm pretty sure. A fellow Brit. I knew of Owen roughly through CPK because they worked together on all things MCC, I'm pretty sure. And I also knew of Owen because I had just recently become friends with Eloise. And Owen and Elle were friends. So I knew of Owen going into the team. I was kind of, and he knew of me. I was kind of, you know, pretty thrown in the deep end with everyone. I didn't really know anyone on that team. That's also how I met Hannah for the first time because she was the team captain. But yeah, I think I might be remembering wrong, but Owen, I'm pretty sure, said to Elle afterwards that I made a very good impression with Owen because I was like someone that really listened out for him in the calls, like in the comms, and I was someone that like listened to him and made sure that he was heard, kind of thing. And Owen really appreciated that. So I made a very good first impression with Owen. He also called me Javik, which I had never heard before, but like it's okay because it's Owen. And I made a tweet a while back, like different ways you can say my name and how much I like them. Javik is like negative 100 out of 10 unless you are Owen, and then it's a 10 out of 10. Owen is the only person that can call me that. So I love Owen a lot. Moving on. Pearl is friend. Pearl, we spent a lot of time with San Diego, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, spent a lot of time with Pearl in San Diego, I'm pretty sure. It wasn't Amsterdam, was it? No, it was San Diego. Yeah, Pearl was really nice. Pearl was really sweet. Pearl is friend. Instantly became friend. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut might be my goat, you know? Pizza Hut might be my goat. I fucking love Pete. I first got introduced to Pete because he was on Homies, I'm pretty sure. And he was just instantly so fucking friendly, so fucking chill with me. Oh, actually, I was on a team with him for a Minecraft, and we placed dog shit last. But we don't talk about that. I don't think he even knows that. Because that's also the first time I met False. And I doubt she knows that either. But thankfully, I met them in better circumstances after that and made very good friends with them. I fucking love Pete. He's my goat. He's my goat. Always says hi to me. Even if I like log onto a Minecraft server and he's been on, like he'll stop what he's doing and say hi to me. I fucking love Pete. He's great. He's my goat. Moving on. Filza. I've met Filza in Amsterdam. They were super friendly. I talked with his wife, fiance, girlfriend, partner. She was super friendly as well. I would say Filza's a certified chill person. Because I met them in Amsterdam, and then we also met and talked a little bit in Paris as well. Wife, I believe. Okay. Pika-clicks. My beloved or my go? I might have to go beloved. Pika-clicks has given me so many opportunities. Minecraft and MCL and all of those things. Met up with Noah in San Diego for TwitchCon. Spent a bunch of time with him there. And Matt Moff as well. I fucking love Matt Moff. Matt Moff also working alongside Pika-clicks with all of those events gave me a chance, and I didn't let them down. I showed up to those events and I came first place multiple times, and we ended up playing Mario Kart with Matt a bunch afterwards. And Peach, I don't think Paige is here right now, but Paige and Matt have now like become like arch nemesis, arch enemies. So that's always fun. I fucking love Matt. But that's Pika, my beloved. Piso, I don't know them. There's one video I've seen of Pisos, but it was so fucking funny. I'm gonna try and find it. I don't know if I'll be able to, because I don't know. They're one of those people that seem like they have a billion Twitter accounts, so I don't know which one it's gonna be on. But it was a video that they had tweeted, and it made me laugh so fucking much. I'm trying to see. It doesn't seem like it was on this account. I don't even know if they tweeted it or if someone else tweeted the clip, because it was from a stream. But it was like from an IRL stream. How many accounts? Okay. Piso alt. Let me check this one. I really want to find this clip because it made me laugh so much. It was of an IRL stream and it started glitching. If anyone's able to find that clip for me, I will love you forever. I found it. This clip was watching my VOD back when my stream glitched.
I don't know where to go. I'm just kind of walking. Guys, it's so nice outside. Is this a nice little stream? Or is this weird core? Guys, should I have even gone live? Am I stupid?
It gets better.
Do you hate me? Do you like me? Do you like me? Okay.
The part where his face just glitches in, do you like me? That fucking killed me. Like, that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like, because they obviously don't know that the stream's glitching either, which makes it so much funnier.
Guys, should I have even...
Like, they're just doubting themselves so much, and they instantly, do you like me? And then the glitch on top. Like, this is art right here. That is cinema. So, Piso, they seem cool. I don't know them, never spoke to them, but just from that clip alone, yeah. Fucking funny. Anyway, moving on. Pixel Rifts. Oh my god, I was so obsessed with Pixel Rifts. Like, they have a bunch of survival series, but they had like a very, very beginner-friendly Minecraft survival series, hundreds of episodes long, and like they have an episode for everything, and like no matter your skill level, you could watch and like learn something. And their voice is great, like the pacing of their videos is great, like just amazing, like amazing content. Never met them. I did speak to them briefly in my first Minecraft when I was teamed up with Minimuka. Minimuka was my captain, picked me, and we won. Pixel Riff was one of the people that interviewed me for like the winner's speech. Minnie was the captain, but decided to bring me along because Minnie said that I provided a lot for the team, which is very nice of Minnie. And then I got interviewed after winning, and it was Pixel Riffs that interviewed me, I'm pretty sure. So that's the one time I've talked to them, but yeah, I fucking love their content so much. Fuck me, chat. This is so... no. This is gonna take so long. Okay. I'm gonna try go faster. I'm gonna try stop having stories for everyone. Ponk. They seem cool. I don't know Ponk, but they seem cool. They're friends with my friends, so they seem cool. Preston plays. I don't think I know them. Puns is Poggers. I like Puns a lot. Puns is one of those people that I met back in those Discord calls too. When I said that I met Boomer and everyone like that, Puns is someone that I met and played a lot of Valorant with around that time. So Puns is very, very Poggers. Purpled, my fucking goat. Purpled, like, I teamed with Purpled in Block Wars. The first two Block Wars, I'm pretty sure. And, like, immediately after the first event, I felt like Purpled was so fucking chill and was so friendly to me, too. And, like, instantly, like, became mutuals with me on Twitter, too. And, like, they don't follow a lot of people. Like, they could have, you know, they could have egoed me very easily. They only follow less than 400 people, and I made the cut, which is pretty cool. This is my go right here. This is my go. Also, I know that Purple and Jojo were really good friends as well, so I wanted to make sure that I made good impressions and stuff like that. But I fucking love Purple. Super fucking funny as well. Super fucking funny. That clip, it's one of my favorite clips is when I was doing a MCC watch party and I go to check Purple's VOD for something and I'm like skipping through and he's like up dancing, shaking his ass on camera. That fucking killed me. Like, and Wally Bear's in the call too. Like, that shit was so funny. We gotta move on. Quackity. I'm just remembering, was it Quackity that interrupted our conversation with Carl Jacobs? I don't think it was. But he was, I definitely met him in the same 5-minute window. Spoke once, they seemed cool. The people I met in this 5-minute window was Carl Jacobs, Rambo, George Not Found, and Quackity. Did I count Quackity twice? Carl Jacobs, Rambo, Quackity, George Not Found. And it was, I'm pretty sure it was one of them that interrupted the conversation with Carl. I'm gonna be honest, I think that might have been George that did it. But we also spoke and they seemed fine. It's fine, I'll leave them there. Quackity, we very briefly talked to. They were nice. Quig is a friend of mine. Would I say that we are friends, better friends than any of these people? I'd say pretty similar level. I'd put them at the top though. Quig's the homie. We got him on Homies season 1. We love Quig here. I don't think I've met Quig though. I don't think he comes to any of the events. It's really embarrassing if I did. Wait, is this what clip is this? Is this the purpled VOD? Yeah, it is. This is one of my featured clips. Clip featured.
Wow, man. Wow.
Wow, man. Wow. I think I clicked on the wrong stream. Hang on. Okay. Quig is Poggers. Raddles, I think, was in a Block Wars. They seem super, super cool. They seem cool. Yeah, we'll put them in there. Rambo. Okay, first time I met Rambo, I'm gonna be honest. They felt. This is no shade, by the way, because I know that Rambo has a lot of passionate fans on the internet and stuff. The first time I met Rambo, they seemed very reserved, and it felt like they weren't like acknowledging my existence, and I was a little bit like thrown off by that. I think I came to learn that they seemed a little bit anxious. Like in retrospect, it was right at the end of a very busy TwitchCon, and like there's a billion fucking fans just pressed up against the window of this hotel because they found out where it was, and it was pretty stressful. I'll give them that. And I'm pretty sure that was Rambo's first ever event. So like in retrospect, I understand why they probably weren't in the most social mood, but it set me off on the wrong foot initially. But then I met Rambo again, and I spent a decent amount of time talking to them in Paris and San Diego, and they were super chill. They were super, super friendly after that. I don't think it was the best time to meet them initially, but every time after that, they've been super, super chill. So I would say that they are Poggers. I keep forgetting where I'm up to. We're around here somewhere. Rice and Beans, I haven't met them yet, but I know of them. They're in the bingo server. They were going to play with us at one point, and then they had to cancel. That's all I know about Rice and Beans. Oh, and Rendog. Eloise was talking about Rendog the other day. I know of them, but I don't know anything about them. I was saying that they're super, super friendly, though. RT Game, I recognize the name. No idea who they are, though. Ryguy, Rocky, same thing. Saddest, love their content. This is the animator, right? They make the animations. Super fucking talented. Sapnap. Know of but haven't met yet. I don't know anything. Sapnap, they seem very competitive and they seem like the type of person that a lot of people wouldn't like them. But I know a lot of people like that. They're just competitive gamer boys, basically. I haven't met them though, so I can't really say for myself. SB737, met and spent a bunch of time with in Amsterdam. Super, super friendly. Similar to False. Yeah, this rank didn't exist here. So False and SB, we spent a lot of time together in Amsterdam. Similar vibes. Both very, very friendly, very, very cool. Hang out with them a bunch in Amsterdam. Spent a little bit of time with False in Paris as well. I didn't see SB in Paris or San Diego. But I'm kind of tempted to put SB in Beautiful Man too. Because he is beautiful. And I feel like I told him that in Amsterdam. But it's also kind of iconic for Foolish to be the only beautiful man. We'll come back to that. If we end up adding more people to Beautiful Man, we'll bring SB in, but for now, that's a Foolish category. We'll keep schmoving. J-Schlatt, love their content. I feel like that is the highest I can put them. I don't know them enough to say that they're poggers. I've never spoke to them, but I do love their content, so I feel like that's where they belong. Shubble, my beloved. I fucking love Shelby. Every single time Shelby is in the UK and we get to hang out, I am always super excited to see them. And I told Shelby that a few days ago, actually, or a month ago or so. And it was her birthday yesterday, I think, maybe the day before. I fucking love Shelby. She's great. Speed Silver, I recognize, haven't met yet. Skeppy? I always get confused with that other person. Chat, who is it? Because I forget their name every fucking time. Their name's George. And I met them in Amsterdam. And we go through this every fucking time because I always forget the other person's name. Spifey. So yeah, Skeppy and Spifey, different people, turns out. I've met Spifey. Spifey was very, very nice. I haven't met Skeppy. Slimesicle, I don't watch their own personal content, but content that they've been included in that I've seen, I have loved so much. Super fucking entertaining. I feel like I could say the same about Laserbeam though. I don't watch Laserbeam's main channel, but whenever I see content including Laserbeam, I love it so much. Slimesicle's goated. I know that Slimesicle is loved so much. So yeah, I do enjoy seeing them around in things. God, this is gonna take me so long, Chad. Smager, my beloved, we love Scott here. I lived with Scott, in case you guys didn't know this, I lived with Scott for 2 years. After I lived, I'm gonna go into a story time again, but it's my friend, I have to. After I lived with Ollie for a year, I needed to find a new roommate. Scott was living in Scotland at the time, had also just finished university, and was, you know, starting to do pretty well on YouTube, was like, you know, making a decent amount of money, and I was like, Scott, can I tempt you into moving to Sheffield? And he was like, no, I mean, I just live at home. Like, I'm happy at home. I do my YouTube here. I don't, you know, I'm fine here. Like, why would I move? And I'm like, Scott had already traveled down a few times to hang out, and we had so much fun. I'm like, you know how much fun we have when you come down. Like, imagine that was, you could just do that every single weekend. And I started to like, I planted this seed in his brain. I was like, I'm just saying, we could room together. Like, I'm going to need a roommate. You come down, we can view some places. We can maybe get another friend involved and we can like share a place together. We can live together. It'll be super fun. And like, I know you're comfortable at home, but I was comfortable at home too. And then I made the leap and I didn't regret it at all. Like, there was nothing that made me feel like I needed to move out of home. And Scott felt the same. He was like, I don't feel the need to move out. But I was like, it's not about that. You will just love it so much once you've done it. And like, it only took like a couple weeks, I want to say, less than a month, I'm pretty sure. And like, that seed started to grow in his mind. And he was like, fuck it, let's do it. So me and Scott moved in together. We also brought another one of my friends, Joe, up from like the Reading area. Scott came down from Scotland. Joe came up from Reading. We shared a house together. And then after a year, me and Scott moved out, left Joe behind, and moved in with another friend of ours. So I lived with Scott for 2 years. Scott's great. And then Scott moved down to Brighton, and I don't get to see Scott as much anymore. But anytime I do get to see Scott, it is always super, super fun. Hi, Nat. How are you? I miss Nat so much. I'm very sad that they weren't able to make it out to Paris. I even took a picture of the Eiffel Tower, and I was like, I wish you were here. But Nat was too busy being fucking cool at home and getting into the top 12 of streamer camp, getting flown out to LA to live in a house with content creators with like Cutie Cinderella and Foosly and Mi Young and Box, I want to say, was the fourth one. Being super entertaining and made me so, so proud. So we fucking love Nat here if we get a / shout out. But yeah, we need an excuse to hang out, Nat, because I don't really like play games with people much anymore. But I miss hanging out and talking to you, so I need an excuse. And also, you like binge use Twitter. Like you'll be on Twitter, and then I won't hear from you for like 3 months, and then you'll like bulk reply to all of my messages. Go for Friends. I kind of fucking hate that game, but I would maybe. You're one of like 3 people that I would maybe play that game for. I only bulk reply or do Discord calls. Yeah, I don't know if we have each other on Discord, but add me on Discord if we don't. It's just the same as my Twitch, just jvckk with 2 Ks. We probably do have each other though, but feel free to message me there. Anyway, where was I? Smalland, my fucking goat. Both love their content. Watching their stream one day, and I'm a chatter. I'm a Twitch chatter. I'm one of you guys. I'm a Twitch frog. I'm chatting away, and Smalland is looking for people to race in a bingo lockout kind of thing. He's playing Minecraft bingo, and I'm getting into it at this point. I'm like, this seems pretty fun. I'm watching his content where he does it, and I'm like, this seems interesting. And I'm busy that day, but I know Jojo is also getting into Minecraft bingo at the time, and I'm like, I have an idea, because Smalland was really fucking good. I'm not going to be that good. So I message. Okay, we are already friends. Good. Very good. Our first message was you saying get some food and sleep. It was at 9 a.m. That checks out. That does check out. It's like the only time we talked in Discord. That is funny. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, I messaged in Smalland's chat. And I'm like, I can't right now, because he was looking for people like right now. He was like, are there any streamers? He also said partner streamers because he wanted a squad streamer. He was like, are there any partner streamers in chat right now that would race me today? Because my person that I'm racing as I dropped out. And I'm like, I can't today, but I would love to set something up in the future. He reads my message. He was like, bro, hit me up anytime. We'll race. And I was like twirling my hair and giggling and kicking my feet because like I fucking love Smalland's content at this point. And not much comes of it. A few months later goes by, and I'm trying to think the best way to. I can't keep getting distracted, but a few months go by, and TwitchCon comes around, and I'm just minding my business. Me and Aria walking through the partner lounge, and I see Smalland. I'm like, oh shit, that's Smalland, Pog. So I go up to him. I'm like, yo, what's up? How's it going? I'm Jack. He like glances down at my badge and he's like, oh yeah, I know you. How's it going? We're chatting. Hope you're having a good time. You know, how's your TwitchCon going? Yada yada yada. I'm like, you know, I just wanted to say hi. Do you mind if we grab a quick picture? And I'll leave you to it. And he was like, absolutely, let's do it. We grab a picture together, and I'm like, and then because I was like, because Ari, I was like dragging Ari around like a fucking puppy around TwitchCon the whole time. Anytime I'm talking to someone, I obviously introduce them to Ari too, and I'm like, this is this person, this is why I like this person, because Ari doesn't really know anyone. So I always introduced Ari to whoever I'm talking to, and I like give her the heads up like who this is. And then introduce them, I'm like, you know, do you wanna let's get in a picture together. So we took one as like an all three kind of thing. And then we let Ant go on his way. And then like a minute later goes by. We both get a little notification on our phone, and it popped up like to both of us, Small Ant has followed you. He like followed us both on Twitter like a minute later. It was very, very nice of him. Let me just send these here. And again, I feel like Small Ant doesn't follow that many people. Let me check. Yeah, I mean less than 400 again. And met him in person at TwitchCon, and like it wasn't even like, this is my username, by the way. It was like, I'm Jack. He glanced at my username and was like, I recognize that name. And followed both me and Ari, which is very, very nice of him. And then we set it up later. At this point, I'm Twitter mutuals with him. So like way down the line, I sign his DMs. I'm like, yo, circling back to this, let's set up a 2v2 where me and my friend Jojo, who's pretty good at Minecraft, will race you and anyone you want to bring as your teammate. And that's when me and Jojo raced against Smallan and Krinios, who is here in a lockout. It was super, super fun. We lost, but it was very, very entertaining regardless. And that was kind of me introducing Jojo to Smallan too, which was fun. I'm just trying to find, where did I just send these? This is so funny. Yeah. So we got this picture first, and then got one with Ari as well. So shout out Small Ant for that one. Small Ant's great. Small Ant is... Did I put them in My Go, or did I put them in Love My Content? Where did I put Small Ant? Yeah, I love their content, but like my goat. He fine as fuck. Small Ant's a good looking guy. But yeah, Small Ant is my goat. Like, he has to be. I love his content. Love him as a human as well. Also, fucking tall. Yes. Actually very tall. Okay, moving on. Smallish Beans. Again, next to Lizzie, my oldest internet friend. I met Lizzie September 2011. And then when I met Lizzie, she instantly... Like, the way we met was very... It's a whole story. I'm not going to get into it, I promise. But she commentated a video for me. She like helped me make a YouTube video. That was like the first thing she did for me, which is crazy because she was already a big YouTuber at the time, especially by those, you know, the standards of back in the day. So it was really, really generous of her to help me with a YouTube video. And then we finished the recording. It's all done, wrapped up. And she's like, if you want, I can get Joel to help you with the next one. Because Joel at this point is fucking mega big on YouTube. Like in the COD scene, Joel is the king. Like he is the god of COD, like the godfather of COD. And like that was insane. And Lizzie was like, I've got Joel wrapped around my little finger. They weren't even dating at this point, but they were very close. And Lizzie was like, I can make Joel help you with the next one if you want. And I was like, that would be sick. So I got introduced to Joel immediately after. Joel helped me with the next video. And we've been friends ever since. And that was September, October of 2011. So yeah, coming up 12 years ago next month. So yeah, my beloveds, my goats. Sneak, I really want to meet Sneak. I've spoke to them, but like they probably have no memory of that. I've been like in very close circles with them, but like never really overlapped. But they seem cool, and I'd like to meet them properly. Sniffrish, my beloved. Sniff is another one of these people that I met at the same time as Elena and all these people. And Sniff was just starting to make some like TikToks and stuff. And she was starting to get traction on TikTok. And then within a few months of me meeting her, like I watched her blow the fuck up. Or I watched them blow the fuck up. It was crazy to see. I love Sniff so much. Suit for Eloise. Eloise, I feel like I met Eloise because she came into my chat. And like I would stream late at night and she would be editing late at night and she needed like content to lurk in while she edited, and somehow found like got recommended my content and would come to my chat a lot. And I feel like I somewhat recognized their name. Turned out that they were in Rising, but I didn't watch Rising. So like I think I just seen their name on Twitter in the Minecraft circle since then, over the next like 6 months or whatever. And I very quickly made very good friends with Eloise. And I love Eloise so much now. She doesn't live too far from me. She lives like an hour away, 40 minutes if that. And I go and see Eloise all the time. I think we're hanging out this week. She comes to Sheffield. I go to Leeds. I love Elle so much. One of my best friends. Like Elle and Lizzie are people that I see like weekly, if not weekly, like every couple weeks ish. I love them both a lot. Spifey is the one that I did meet, not Skeppy. Spoke once. They were nice. This was in Amsterdam. Squidney. I feel like, let me check if I know who that is. I think I'm thinking of someone else. Yeah, no, I don't know this person. Squid Kid, I met through MCL. Very cracked competitive gamer. We then made friends because they were into Overwatch, and I was like, Pog, I'm also obsessed with Overwatch. Let's play sometime. So we would play. It was like me, Squid Kid, Greninja. Coryway is also who I met through that and like became friends with through Overwatch, was Coryway. Like there was some others as well. But yeah, Squid Kid. Certified chill person. Stella, I met and we talked a little bit at the TikTok party, the one I was talking about with Illumina earlier. We talked a little bit. They were really nice. Wait, that is Stella, right? Yeah. Spoke once. They were nice. Keep forgetting where we were. What does that say? I'm not sure. Switch. They seem cool. I know of them. I'll put them here. Well, no, I'll put they seem cool. Because, like, we've been pretty close to gaming together. We've maybe played something together. But they seem cool. They're like a... Pretty sure I met them around MCL era as well. And I feel like we played an off-stream game of MCL with them. We are in row 5. Oh, okay. Sylvie. I fucking love Sylvie. I think I've got to put them in my beloved. Sylvie, it feels a little bit weird to put them in my beloved because we're not friends, I wouldn't say. Like, I don't feel close enough to say that me and Sylvie are friends, but like every single time I hang out with them and talk to them, it's a great time. Spend a bunch of time with them. I say a bunch. I spent a decent amount of time with them in a little bit of time in San Diego and then more time in Paris with them. Teamed together on Block Wars. We really bonded when she spleefed me. Round 1. That was a good bonding moment. I think that was Block Wars 1, I'm pretty sure. So I'll put Sylvie in my beloved, but it feels a little bit odd because like we're not as close friends as anyone else here. So it feels a little bit weird, but Sylvie my beloved. Tango Tech again, similar to Corrales, in that I'm gonna put them in love their content because that role didn't exist before. these are the two YouTubers I was watching do the create stuff together. So yeah, love their content. Jesus Christ, man, this is gonna take so long. I've been live for 2 hours, chat. Okay, Tapple. I love Harvey so much. Harvey was, I felt, okay, I can't keep doing story times, that's why I'm so late. Harvey, I met them in Amsterdam. I already knew Harvey, like, online. We had played Phasmo together, stuff like that. Like, I remember introducing Harvey to Phasmo. And there's a clip of a hunt starting, and I lock myself in a closet and I leave Harvey out in the room with the ghost, and Harvey doesn't know what's going on, and they're not shutting up because they didn't know. I never told Harvey to be quiet. I never told Harvey what was happening. The hunt started and I just ran and I locked myself in the closet and I didn't warn them. So they were talking and they're like, Jack, and they're trying to leave. But in a hunt, the front door locks. So they couldn't leave and I was just silent, like crying in the closet, just leaving them out for dead. And they died. And I felt so bad, but it was so fucking funny. But anyway, so I knew of Harvey. We were friends online already. Harvey was in Amsterdam. I had the task of filling a boat full of people, so I invited Harvey. Now, Harvey didn't know, like, anyone else on the boat as far as I know. Like, Harvey had a crew, but I didn't really know any of Harvey's crew. So I only invited Harvey, and I was like, you know, listen, there's some cool people on there. Like, I'd love to introduce you to them, but, like, you know, if you feel like none of your friends are going and you don't want to go, like, no hard feelings, don't worry about it. But you are more than welcome to come. I'd love to have you on the boat. Harvey was like, fuck yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'll come on the boat. That sounds fun. I have invited 30 people. So when I'm on the boat, I'm there for an hour and a half, but I've still gotta, like, I gotta make sure everyone's getting on well because I invited them all here, right? So I'm trying to talk with everyone. I never got around to checking in on Harvey, and I felt so bad about it. I was like, I invited Harvey here. I am Harvey's friend. Like, I am the person that Harvey knows on this boat. So, like, I should be the one that is introducing Harvey to everyone and making sure that Harvey's having a good time and is hanging out with people, right? And I never got around to checking in on Harvey. But the one time I did check in on Harvey, I looked over, and Harvey is with Fundy, and they are going through bottles of wine, just the two of them, so fast. They are both so drunk. They're both having so much fun. I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, Harvey's having a great time. I don't need to worry anymore. The boat ended, like, the trip ended. We're walking to McDonald's. Harvey needs some food in him because he is they are so drunk. And we make sure that Harvey eats. We look after them. They had a great time. And then again in Paris, I saw Harvey and we talked a little bit. And Harvey's my beloved. I love Harvey a bunch. I'm tempted to bring Beck up. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm like comparing everyone in these groups. Like, a lot of these people are also my beloveds. I think I'll bring Tapple down, and we'll make this, keep this more prestigious. Is what we'll do. Technoblade. I never met Technoblade. But from everything I know about Technoblade is my goat. Like, it sounds like there has never been and never will be anyone like Technoblade. So, 07's for Technoblade. I never knew them, but I wish I did. Tina Kitten. I want to put Tina Kitten in their own tier, but I don't want it to be weird. But Tina Kitten, like, I feel like it's a normal thing to say this. I'm not making it weird or anything. I think if I could have one Twitter crush of all crushes, I think it's Tina Kitten. I think that Tina Kitten seems like the sweetest person alive. I don't know Tina. I met Tina once, and it was like a meme with my friends, and they were like, it was very sporadic, to be fair. So, like, if there was a moment leading up to it, they probably would have, like, teased me and bullied me about it. But after the fact, like, they were like, how do you feel? How do you feel? And I was like, shut up. I was like twirling my head, kicking my feet. Like, Tina is number one, but is there a way I can make a tier just for Tina without it being weird? What do you guys think? I need you guys to help. How do I combat this one? I want to make a tier that's like, please notice me, but I don't want it to be like too weird. I want it to be in like in jest, like a light-hearted. Please notice me. You know what I mean? How do we feel about that? I feel like I come off as weird. Does that not have an obvious humor angle behind it? We don't think so. We don't think it's doable. I feel like it's gonna be biased from me because I'm like, no, it's chill, but it's because I'm the one in the. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about MCYT children / Stan seeing this. True. But can I put them in my beloved? They have well, they have somewhat of an idea that I exist, but barely. You know what I mean? I'll put them at the top of my beloved. I'll leave them there because I feel like that's enough. I'm saying enough. Tommy in it. I've spoke to a bunch of times. They are super friendly, super funny. I'll put them in pockets. They're really nice. Tubbo is another one of those people similar to jvckk that I met after a very busy TwitchCon where their face is all over the place. And they were so down to earth. Super fucking friendly. And like, I had played Among Us with Tubbo a bunch of times way in the past, like 2 years prior. And then we like stopped playing like everyone else did. I met them in Amsterdam. They glanced at my badge, saw my name, and they were like, oh, I know you. And like instantly just recognized the name and were like super nice to me and all of the above. And then since then, we've like crossed paths in a couple other things. Like I remember the Tubnet thing where I teamed with Jordan, and like right at the start we're interacting together, me, Jordan, and Tubbo, and like he bets me 50 gifted subs that we don't place in this certain position because I'm like dead weight of the team kind of thing, and we're not like a good team compared to everyone else, and we come 5th or whatever, and he comes through. He's like, Jack, what's your Twitch username? And I'm like, same as my Minecraft username without the underscore. He comes in, he gifts me 50 subs. And then I don't remember what happened after, but I feel like we interacted a couple more times after, and then he followed me on Twitter and has been, you know, super friendly to me since. When it came to Paris, I'm trying to think, did we see Tubbo? Did Tubbo go to Paris? I have a feeling he didn't, but I feel like... Chat, did he go to Paris? Does anyone know? Did he go to TwitchCon? Because I remember when we went to Brighton after, we were trying to get him to come out to a club with us in Brighton. And like, we were all DMing him. And he was like responding to all of us. And it was very funny. But I'm trying to remember if we actually hung out. We didn't in Brighton, I know that much. But did we hang out in Paris? I don't know if he went. And now I feel really bad if we didn't. If he didn't, we did hang out. Either way, Tubbo my goat. Let's move on. This is Red Velvet, right? I fucking love Red. I met Red in San Diego as well, alongside Amfrost. Put them together. Red's great. I never know if I'm meant to call them Red or Velvet, because people call them both, right? I think more people call them Velvet though. Okay, is that Solidarity? Is that Jimmy? I think that's Jimmy. Jimmy, I've met a handful of times now. Very similar to Grian, and I've met them in, you know, the same times as Grian, but a bonus time at Joel's 30th birthday party back in June, we were able to talk a lot more back then as well. Jimmy's great. Jimmy is poggers. Super funny guy, super friendly as well. And their partner as well, super friendly. I did see that he was doing his first Twitch stream today because he was doing the sponsor stream with Scott. Crazy Mefs isn't up there. I don't know who Mefs is. I'm skipping anyone I don't know. Spidey, I mean, I recognize the name, I just don't know them. Vicstar? Vicstar, we were friends back in the Skype days, but I wouldn't claim that we're friends anymore. Back in COD roots, like, we go way fucking back. I'm talking 2010, 2011. We go way back, but it's not like we chat or anything, so put them in poggers. Sasha, you guys might not know this. Sasha and I were... Oh, how much just died? Sasha and I were, like, best friends back in, like, 2016. 2016 was the first time I ever went to America. It's the same trip that we hung out with Joey, and Joey was super nice. That was also the first time I ever met Sasha. And I didn't know that I was meeting Sasha. All I knew is that Lizzie was taking us to Disney for the day. And it's me, CPK, Ollie the Orion Sound, Lizzie, and Smallish Beans. It's us five. That is us five going to America together. That was my first time in America. That was the squad. She's taking us to Disney for the day. And we're getting a VIP exclusive tour. I'm talking, we have got a tour guide escorting us around the park, taking us through the exit of the rides, putting us immediately on the ride. We didn't have to wait for a single ride the whole day. We got taken out for lunch. We got taken out for dinner, all in the park. Like, in, this is California, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, there's a restaurant in the middle of the ride. And I remember us going around the ride and being like, dude, imagine, like, eating there. That must be so cool. We walk out of the ride. They're like, right, we're going straight back in. We've got lunch booked in there. And I'm like, dude, no fucking way. So we got to eat lunch in the middle of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Then we had dinner later on in, like, a super fancy restaurant in the park as well. Full VIP experience. Like, I was a fucking celebrity. It was crazy. And then I found out that morning it wasn't just going to be us five. It was going to be Lizzie's partner manager as well, making it 6. But then there was going to be 2 more people joining us. And that was Vixella, and it was her best friend Tyler. And I met them that very morning, 9:30 a.m. I am up bright and early. I'm at Disney. I'm excited for the day. And I'm like, oh, cool. We got 2 more people joining us. That's cool. Nice to meet you. I'm Jack, Sasha, Tyler. And Ollie and CPK and the others already knew of Sasha. Like, I was brand new to Sasha. I had no idea about her. So I was kind of, you know, letting them hang out and stuff. But as the day went on, we kind of, like, made small talk here and there. And me and Sasha very quickly became very good friends. Like, just our sense of humor and stuff lined up very well. And this is before VidCon starts. This is like the Wednesday. VidCon starts on the Thursday or whatever. And we end the day. We have our fireworks show. And we all go home. And we say bye to Sasha and Tyler. I'm like, I'm sure we'll see you around at VidCon. Because we're obviously all in California here for the same reason. Follow each other on Twitter that evening. And then I'm like, I'm sure we'll bump into you. We spend the rest of VidCon, like, just in a group. Like, Tyler and Sasha had just, like, incorporated themselves with our group. Like, we were, like, a unit moving around for the rest of the trip. It was so much fucking fun. We went to parties together. We didn't leave each other's side for the whole trip after that. And even after that, like, I went back home to England and Sasha told me about this little game called Overwatch. And it was in beta, and she was like, you should play it with me, and I'm like, down. And I got fucking hooked on Overwatch. And yeah, we just became very, very good friends after that. We were like best friends for a good couple years. Hi Hilo, how you been? Overwatch scares me. I got immediately addicted to Overwatch 2 again, but I actually haven't played it in a good couple months now. It's been a hot minute. But I do love Overwatch a lot. It still holds a very special place in my heart. But with that said, Sasha, my beloved, it was also really nice because I got to hang out with Sasha a ton in Paris. And it was really, really nice to like, it was like old friends meeting again. Like we hadn't talked to each other for ages. And then it was like we had never stopped talking to each other. It was actually really, really nice. I really wish I was going to Vegas, but I'm not. Where were we? We were around here. Wally Bear might be my goat and is probably the newest addition to my goat. Like, I haven't known Wally Bear for long, but just so quickly, Purple Adjacent has become my goat. I fucking love Wally Bear. They're great. Not much more else to be said there. Wilbur Sits, very briefly talked with. I've played GeoGuessr with them because CPK was doing a long stream and we played GeoGuessr together like as a group with Jack Massey Welsh as well. That was super fun. I talked with them briefly in Amsterdam. How you know that one? This said, bro, I'm still so far away. I waffle so much. I just talk, man. I got stories for like every single fucking person. But yeah, Wilbur seemed nice. Kit Wisp very recently got introduced to. Again, back in Amsterdam. I invited Lexi Marie onto the boat because I had recently made friends with her. Lexi was like, can I bring a couple friends, like 3 friends? The 3 friends were Wisp, Henry, and Billy Shadow Apples. So I got introduced to all 3 of those at the same time. We didn't talk that much. We talked a little bit because they were on quote unquote my boat. So we talked for a little bit. They were really cool. Went our separate ways. And then I made friends with Henry separately, like months down the line. And then the James Marriott gig came up and I invited Henry up because I'm friends with Henry now through Marissa and like Jojo and completely different people. It's just a coincidence that overlapped. And because Marissa and Henry have been friends for years and she's from San Diego. It just makes no sense. Anyway, small world. And James Marriott's performing. James Marriott is friends with all of these guys, Kit, Billy, and Henry. So I'm like, Henry, come up to Sheffield. I'm going to see James Marriott. You should come with. They came up. We all went together, had a great time. So Kit, Wisp, friend. We'll put them at the top there. Kit's great. And then when we went down to Brighton after Paris, spent a bunch of time with Kit there as well. Kit's great. Where are we? We're here. Zombie Clear. I recognize the name. Don't know them though. Zedaf was also in this series, but I think I did watch their POV. I was jumping between these 3 POVs, I think. Yeah, those 3 together. I've known Henry for like 10 years. All the other lots are crazy. Yeah, it's wild. Xylonox I also recognize probably through speedrunning. I know of them, but have not met them. I think that's who I'm thinking of anyway. Arco Shay has become a good friend of mine recently. I don't know if I'm allowed to leak, but Shay is moving like really close to me soon. If that's a leak, then that's a leak. But we've convinced Shay to move up here, which I'm very excited about. I'm very, very happy about that. You get to see Shay a bunch more. Spent basically my entire Paris trip with him. Dad, do you know what you're doing for your character in Baldur's Gate? I think I want to make a very fuckable rogue is what I'm thinking. That's as far as I've got so far. I thought that this tier list was going to take me an hour and then I'd be on Baldur's Gate. But I'm 2.5 hours deep on this tier list and I've still got so much to go. This one's so long. There's so many people that I don't know, so I am going to skip a bunch. It's fine. But I need to get back to it. I mean, call it a day. DM me on Discord your name or whatever. And I'll add you whenever I get to that point. Oh, you mean add you to the tier list is what you mean. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, so the good thing is now, chat, that I think all of these people down, you'll notice that the alphabet kind of reset a little bit. These are all newer additions, which means that they're less known people. So I think I'm gonna be able to skip a lot more. This is most of like the known MCYT community. I feel like this is the more unknown part. So should go faster. Hence me being in here somewhere, by the way. I'm in here somewhere. Okay, anyway. Amiston, I don't know, but they seem really nice. I'll put them here. They seem cool. I have friends that are friends with Amiston, and I trust my friends' opinions of people. Andy VMG is my fucking beloved. I love Andy with my whole heart. Andy is another person that I met around the same time as Grace. Same time as Boomer and Puns and all of those people was, you know, in with the Valorant squad. I fucking love Andy, and I miss them so much. I still talk to them here and there on Instagram, but they are like gone from Twitter for the most part, as far as I know. I recognize this name. I also recognize this name. Apo, spent a bunch of time with Apo in London before going to Paris, but also in Paris. I would say Apo is my friend. Apo's great. Ashley, we've talked a couple times. Ashley's cool. I know of Ashley way before any Minecraft adjacent things, like back 2020 era, when they were blowing up through like Animal Crossing, that kind of era. Ashley's super cool. Can't read some of these. Ashswag, I recognize this person. I have a feeling I might have met Ashswag. Because I met... Is this Block Wars person or no? Because I met a bunch of Block Wars people all at the same time. So it did get a little bit confusing. More lifesteal. Okay, then I don't think I did meet Ashswag. I met like Dong Fortnite and like Piggles and like the dev side of Block Wars. I met all of them at the same time, so it got a little bit confusing about like who was who. But okay, I did not meet Ashswag. They can stay there. I recognize Ava JC's name. Barbo Abe. Love their content. I don't know them any more than that. I could maybe say that they're poggers, actually. I'll put Abe in poggers. I do love Abe a lot. Were you with Shay and me when Alex and his group ran up to us? Alex being Wolfie? No, I don't think so. I met Wolfie when I was with Jojo and Marissa, and we were over by like the Elgato booth, and this fucking tall guy came over and was like, yo. I was like, holy shit. Wait, what am I doing? See, we're getting through a lot here now, chat. Boofer? Boofer is what Jojo calls them, so I call them Boofer. We spoke once, they seem nice. We teamed together on Block Wars. They were funny. Capitan Gato! My Capitan! Straight into poggers. I don't know them as a human, but they are such an icon that they're going straight into poggers. Okay, back to it. I don't know. So hard to read them sometimes. Clown Pierce? Fucking terrifying in Minecraft. That's about it. Hey, Keith. I remember being on the verge of tears, and they ran up to us on Travelator and were like, "Hey," and it was very funny. Oh wait, why are we on the verge of tears? I hope that them running up to you made things better and not worse. Michaela, my beloved. Michaela, I met very recently in Paris. Joined us for breakfast one of the days. I was sat next to Michaela for our big group breakfast of like 17 people. Super, super funny. They also didn't know that I was old because it was my birthday recently. And I turned 28. And they were like, "You're 28?" And I was like, "Yeah." Yeah. We love Michaela here. Craft Clan chat. I might be dumb for saying this, but that's Antfrost's sibling, right? Or do they just look alike? Because I swear that they're like twins, if not just siblings. Or that's just a long bit. Craft Clan. And I've like fallen for it. Oh, they follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to find a picture of them. Okay, chat, we're gonna play the game. Okay, no, that is that. No, wait, is that Antfrost? Okay. Chat, we're gonna play the game. Is this Antfrost or is this Craft Clan? What do you guys think? I'm getting a picture up of the other one of them so we can compare. I feel like all of these pictures will give away which one is which. We'll do this one. Okay, that is a small image. And this is obviously Antfrost because this is jvckk, but bro, it's the same person. So can I please get confirmation? They are siblings, right? Like, at least. Because if they're not related, I'm gonna freak out. Are they twins? Okay, they fucking better be because they are like identical. These might not even be good photos, but like I'm telling you, chat. This is Antfrost, okay? Are they twins? If they're not twins, they're at least siblings. Anyway, that's Craft Clan. They seem nice. Craft Clan. They seem cool. Yes, they are twins. Okay, thank you. I thought I was going crazy. Let's see where we were. I feel like we were a lot further ahead than this. We were at Craft Clan, so we were probably around here. Dong Fortnite again. They were one of the people that came up to me, or I met them briefly. Spoke once. They were nice. Dovey, is this Dovey that makes the skins? Or is this a different person? I'm waiting for Grace to tell me. Grace will know. Yes? Okay. I've never spoke to them, but they are certified chill in my books. I mean, I love their content. I love their content. Dolphin Man's a crazy username, but I love it. Al Rubius, they seem cool. I've watched their content. They seem cool. Ende, I feel like I've spoke to Ende before. I think they were nice. Have I spoke to Ende? Is this the one that DM'd me? Yeah, so they DM'd me out of nowhere. This is a Block Wars person. They DM'd me. Every time I'm reminded you are from Sheffield, a cold shiver runs down my spine, and I live in fear that one day I might see you in Meadowhall, which is like just a nearby mall. And I'm like, I just put Lamar, I keep to the city center for the most part, so you're safe. And they go, biggest relief of my life. And I'm like, what the hell, man? But for that, spoke once, they were nice, sure. Someone's friend worked at the theater we went to and freaked out. Someone's friend when they saw our group. Wait, when we went to go see Barbenheimer? Wait, whose friend? That's so funny. Like I heard about that? Wait, what? Why am I only hearing about this now? Spoke once and they dunked on me. Yeah, new tier. Aaron, wait, I recognize that username. Do I recognize them from your chat? Or do I recognize them from like Eloise's chat or something? Wait. I recognize that person. They live in Sheffield? They stream a mod for loads of cool friends. And they live in Sheffield. And their friends saw us. How did I not know this? That's so funny. Who's that photo near the bottom right? That look kind of cringe. I'm not gonna look. It's gonna be me, isn't it? Okay, alright. Anyway, that's a really mean thing to say about King Samalot. You need to be nice. That's funny though, Grace. I never knew that. Let's schmoove on. We've done this. Fit MC. I've actually met a handful of times now, just at Twitch cons. They are super, super friendly. Even Poggers, I would say. They were really, really nice. Certified chill person? Actually, I'll put them in certified chill because I love these people a bunch as well. This is terrifying. Ghosty Fruit, I recognize the name because they were on a FanFans team for Block Wars the other day. And I think they've been on JoJo's team for a Block Wars when I joined the call at some point as well. But I don't think I've actually spoke to them. Golmel, that name's familiar. I'm pretty sure they were in my chat earlier. And I'm pretty sure Marissa knows this person. Marissa knows everyone. Marissa, check. I don't know them, but I definitely recognize the name. Because they also did an MCC Rising application that me and Jojo watched, I'm pretty sure. Greninja, this is my friend. We love Stu. Played a lot of Overwatch with Stu. Played a lot of Minecraft with Stu. Hung out in person with Stu a bunch as well. I spent a decent amount of time in Paris with him. Gracie. Gracie's up next. My beloved. You can go right here next to Andy. I feel like nothing else needs to be said about Grace. I know she's here because she wants to hear me talk about her, but I feel like there's nothing else I can say other than Gracie's the, you know, the best. I love Gracie a bunch. Again, I said this earlier, but I met around the same time as like Boomer and Nikki and Pans in those friend discords and stuff. And everyone would kind of screen share their own thing that they were doing. And I would screen share geoguessr because I was like getting pretty good at geoguessr at the time. And Grace was very interested in that, thought it was very, very impressive. And I taught Gracie a few things, and she still remembers some of them now. Like some of the metas and stuff. Like years later, she still remembers, and I thought that was very sweet of her to remember. And then I spent the dot in Sri Lanka, exactly, the red dot. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, before I went to Paris, I went down to London just for Grace. Like, there are very few people that would make me get up early and go down to London, you know, to hang out. And Grace is one of those people that I'll do it for. And I went down, we spent the night in London. Then we went to Paris, spent a ton of time together in Paris. Then we came back and we both went to Brighton, spent a ton of time in Brighton together. Then I went up home to Sheffield. And then Grace went up to Birmingham with Shay. And then Grace and Shay came up to Sheffield for Barbenheimer, then went back. Then they came up again to hang out again. They were up and down a bunch. Actually, no, they came up first to hang out, then went back down, then came up for Barbenheimer, stayed over, then went back down for the last time. That's what it was. Came up alone first? Yeah, for yeah, because Shay was still in Sweden. I remember now. Yeah. Hunter. I fucking love Hunter. Does Hunter go friend or beloved? I think in and around here. I think this is a good spot for Hunter. Hunter, one of the funniest people I follow on Twitter. I actually got to meet Hunter and Erin, Electra, in San Diego. I was super happy I bumped into them because, you know, it's not someone like, it was very spontaneous and like spur of the moment kind of thing. I bumped into them both and was super happy to see them both, so took some pictures and stuff. I would show the pictures, but I need to get through this list. But Hunter's great. Let's keep going. The more I get to... I recognize this. Kyle, right? Kyle F. I was trying to read it. I don't know them. They seem cool, but I don't know them. Eagles Piggles, again, same as Dong Fortnite. I spoke to them once. They were nice. I put them together. I keep losing where I'm at. Jaden Animations, I'm pretty sure I've seen some of their content. I'll put them in love their content. I keep losing where I am. This Joe person, they were also on FanFan's team for Block Wars, and I've seen them on TikTok here and there. They seem cool. I don't know them any more than that though. Joker, I recognize the name through Block Wars. Johnny, I was on a team with for Minecraft. I'm pretty sure my first ever Minecraft I was on a team with Johnny, and we won together. Certified chill person. Jivik. Where do I put Jivik? What do you guys think about Jivik? Right next to Dream. Sounds good, Grace. Put him in beloved for me. If I speak, I'm in trouble. My goat, number 1. Right next to JoJo Solos. You gotta be your own fan sometimes. Grace is beloved, new tier. Ego, exactly. King Noob isn't King Nooblet, right? King Noob's probably someone else. No, I'm getting there. King Noob. Minecraft. King Noob 3020. Bro, what? I don't know this guy. Love that content. Send link. That's crazy. That is crazy. Anyway, let's keep moving. King Samuel, I recognize the name. Christina, I've spoke to a couple times. They were nice. They also got into MCC Rising. On the purple team, I think. Crow. I don't know this person. Crow, we love Crow. Team with it for Block Wars. Certified poggers, I would say. Right next to Jimmy. Lauren Z-side. I haven't talked to Lauren in years, but again, 2016, that era, very good friends with Lauren. Love Lauren a bunch. They've told me so many stories of their old job that they're not allowed to. This sounds bait, but like, I don't think it's public and they're allowed to talk about it. But she had the coolest fucking job back in the day, and she would tell me stories about it, and it's crazy. Why did Henry take a screenshot of that? God damn it. Look at this. God damn it. Did you see the part where I dragged them straight into love their content? Where was I? Legundo, I very briefly talked with on the Vault SMP, and they were super, super friendly to me. Like, they were just sending me free shit. And then they made an MCC Rising application. I watched it, and it was like easily one of my favorites immediately. And then they got in. And yeah, Legundo is sick. Legundo is really, really cool. I'm super excited for them to be in Rising. They legit had my favorite application, other than Grace, of course. So shout out Legundo. Lexi Marie, I'm a big fan of Lexi, my beloved. Straight up into here. Lexi has been so fucking friendly to me, and is always super excited. Like, anytime I talk in her chat or I see her in person, again, just like super excited to see me, and always makes me feel good. She also hosted us at her place when I was in Brighton for a while. We went out to breakfast together, and we were hanging out at hers for a while. She's super, super sweet. I love Lexi a bunch. She also took us to a Korean restaurant in London after... Was that after Amsterdam? Or was it... It must have been, because why else would I have been in London? Yeah, or maybe before Amsterdam. No, after. I don't remember. It wasn't before Paris. It was longer ago than that. Wait, when the fuck was that? It was when Kara and Skarge were over as well, so that had to have been after Amsterdam. Yeah, it was a great Korean place. And I always joke with her now that she has to take me to Korea. So fingers crossed for that one day. Lion Chew I recognize through Block Wars, but I don't know anything of them. Magic. Magic has been in my chat a couple times, and I followed them on Twitch, but that is about it. Spoke once, they were nice. Max GG's. I don't think I've ever interacted with this person. I've been in similar circles with them multiple times, but I've never interacted with them. I'm getting ahead of myself. Where were we? We were around here. Milkberry. I've followed Milkberry around TwitchCon Paris time because they just kept showing up on my timeline. And I was like, this person seems funny. They had like funny tweets and stuff, so I followed them, and then they followed me back. This was after Paris because I was in Brighton, I remember. And then that day, I was just hanging out. I was hanging out with Lexi. It was the day that I went to breakfast with Lexi. And then we went back to Lexi's house. And while we're at Lexi's house, we're getting ready to go to the next spot. Like, we were about to leave Lexi. And a bunch of people show up at Lexi's, including Gracie, including Shay, and, you know, our other friends. Like, that group. But also were, like, 3 or 4 other people that I hadn't met before. And Maddie Milkberry was one of them. I thought it was so weird. I had literally followed her that morning. And then a few hours later, we're like meeting at Lexi Marie's apartment. It was so fucking weird. It was very, very random. But Maddie Milkberry, very, very cool. They also got into MCC Rising. And fun fact, chat, I can talk about it now. I feel like I've maybe talked about it before. But I was cooking up... Grace might come out of her luck for this one. I was cooking up an MCC Rising team. Me and Jojo were cooking up an MCC Rising team for me because Jojo really wanted me in Rising, obviously. And I was like, okay, well, who would I team with? And the first people immediately that come to mind are Grace and Shay, Akko. And I'm like, okay, well, like, if I team with them, who would be our fourth? And I'm like, trying to think. And Maddie Milkberry instantly comes to mind. I'm like, they weren't in the previous Rising. They're like, they seem pretty cool. They're like a new friend. So I was like, okay, well, Maddie Milkberry could be number 4. And I was thinking about it. And then Jojo was like, what about Apo? Apo would make a great 4th teammate. And I was like, dude, Apo would be sick. Like, Apo would be great. So I was like, okay, that 4 is really, really good. And then I was talking to Scott about it. Scott took us out for dinner like that day in Brighton. We were talking about it. That's when he told us, like, Scott leaked everything to us. He told us everything. He's also told us a bunch of shit that hasn't been announced yet either, which is very exciting. But he leaked like everything to us. And we're talking about Rising, and I'm like, all right, Scott, you know, who have I got a team with to get in? And Scott's my friend. We've been friends for 8 years now. Scott's gonna do everything that Scott can to give me my best shot. So he's giving me advice. Jojo's giving me advice too as a previous Rising winner, and we're all talking and we're all cooking the books, and we're talking about like a potential team that I could submit with, and Scott's like, I mention Grace and Shay, and then I'm like, who do you think would make a good 4th? And I'm like, I was thinking Maddie Milkberry or like Apo. And Scott was like, I'm not familiar with Maddie, but Apo would be a really good 4th. Because like, we want to make sure that the team's not OP, because if the team is too OP, you're just not going to get in because it's just not fun to watch. You've got to really like kind of pick your place in Rising. Like, they'll have a couple teams that are maybe favored to win. They'll have a couple that are pure content. They'll have a couple that are like super variety. They'll like have like a variety of teams that they want to fill the slots for. So he was like, you got to decide like what role do you want to fulfill in Rising. And also, I'm going to say a disclaimer right now, it's not just Scott's decision, by the way. It goes through a whole moderation team way before Scott even sees any of it. Scott is just in the room for like the one of the more final stages of decisions. Like there's a whole shortlist made before it even gets to Scott. So he was like, full disclosure, you got to make it past those rounds before I can do anything. And all I can say is I like this team. There's still other people that get a say. But he was like, that would be a very good team to apply with. So I'm like, sick. I like go home. I kind of forget about it for a couple days. And then I messaged Grace because me and Jojo were hanging out in my living room and we're talking about MCC teams again. I'm like, oh, fuck, I should probably message people. And I messaged Grace and I messaged Shay and I messaged Apo as well. And I'm like, hear me out. MCC Rising. Bang, 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 bang. Us four. What do you think? It's pretty late at night. I put my phone down. Don't think much about it. The next day, still no reply. And I'm like, okay, whatever. No big deal. Full disclosure, I'm going to be honest, chat. I don't really care about Rising that much. I'm going to say it. I didn't care that much. I wasn't that hurt about it. Rising is cool and all. But in my opinion, I kind of didn't want to... If I get into MCC one day, I kind of didn't want it to be through Rising. I kind of wanted to just get in without Rising. Like, I didn't want to go through the hassle of, like, trying out kind of thing. I just want to get put in, was how I felt. But then the more Jojo and Scott talked about it, they actually made it sound really hype and kind of actually really fun because, like, when you are in Rising, all eyes are on you. Whereas if you're just added into a random canon event, people are excited that there's someone new, but they're kind of busy watching their favorite streamer. Because Puns is still going to be playing. Pete's still going to be playing. You know what I mean? Scott's still going to be playing. Fire Breathman's still going to be playing. So all of the viewers are busy. They're watching their favorite streamer. They're excited for you, but they're busy. Whereas if it's Rising, none of their favorite streamers are live. You get way more attention come to you because there's not that many people known in Rising. So there's way more eyes on you, and it's way more exciting that way. You also have, like, all of the MCC participants, like, asking to coach you, and, like, you know, I would have a bunch of MCC participants, like, on my side, like, rooting for me. And I was like, wait, fuck, that actually sounds kind of fun, because they're all going to be watching me, and if I just get into a normal event, they're going to be busy rooting for their own team, practicing on their own, like, not watching me, because they'll be playing themselves. And I was like, fuck, wait, that actually sounds kind of fun. But regardless, I was like, I'm fine if I don't get in through Rising. I was like, I'd rather just get put into the main event. So I did not lose sleep over it. I also didn't scramble to make a team day one. I kind of like let it simmer. I thought about it for a while. I eventually got around to messaging Grace. No response for a day. And I'm like, Grace finally gets back to me. She was like, I don't know if I'd be able to find the messages. I don't really want to waste time. But she was like, I have not been able to bring myself to reply to your message. I feel so bad. She was so upset, like genuinely day ruined kind of upset, because like an hour before I messaged her, she had solidified a team with Shay, with Apo, and instead of me as the fourth, they had teamed with Olive Sleepy, and I was like, holy fuck, that's a good team. I was like, holy shit, I couldn't be mad. Like, I couldn't be upset at that. That is like an incredible team. That is like, that's a way better team than if I was there. Like, Olive is a way better fourth teammate than I would have been. So I was like, ah, shit, that's kind of the team I wanted. But at the same time, I was so happy because I was like, oh, this team is in. Like, I knew without a second of, like, without a gram of doubt that team is getting in. I just knew. So I was happy for them. Is what I'm saying. I don't really care. Like I said, I go back to plan A, get an MCC without Rising. So I was fine. Grace was like mortified though. She felt so bad because she had already put my name forward as the fourth because they had already had an agreement that Grace and Shay would be together and that Arpo would be the third. And they were debating on a fourth for a while. And Grace was like, I really want Jack. And then like Olive's name was thrown in and I think a couple other names were thrown in. And they eventually, like not reluctantly, but It took a while. They eventually settled on Olive. And then an hour later, I'm like, hey, do you want to team with me? And Grace was just shattered and didn't speak to me for a day because she felt so bad. But where was I even going with this? How did I get here? Who did I just put in? Maddie Milkberry? Yeah. Anyway, so what I'm saying is the four people that I picked out for potential teammates all made it in without me, sure, but like it proves that I've got like an eye for talent, you know what I mean? Because Maddie Milkberry was on my list, and then Grace, Shay, and Upper. I hate myself for not thinking of Olive. I think I probably thought that she was in the last Rising or something, but yeah, how I didn't think of Olive before is crazy to me. Like I am kicking myself because Olive is my beloved, but yeah, I'm happy that all my friends made it in. So that's all I care about. Well, not all of my friends. Coryway didn't get in. Stu didn't get in. There's a few people that didn't, but the ones that were like on my list for being like my dream teammates all made it in. So I'm happy about that. Anyway, we gotta go on. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. Were we around here, chat? I don't think I skipped anyone, did I? Yeah, that should be fine. Mid Mystic, I recognize the name. I don't know them. You'll be in Canon event soon. I sent a message to Scott yesterday, and Scott sent me a nice reply. That's all I'm saying. Fine, I'll leak a little bit more. I love leaking. Chat, no knocks, okay? I messaged Scott yesterday because I found an MCC subreddit post, a Reddit post that was like, hey guys, what do we think about watch parties? Because like, isn't that not cool? Like, aren't they not allowed to do that? Don't they get in trouble for that? And I was reading it like, oh fuck, I do watch parties all the time. In the post, takes viewership away from participants. For example, CPK and Ollie were denied to Shoutcast Pride 22, whereas Jojo, along with Lizzie, Jack, and Eloise, who's an Ox crew member, did a watch party recently. But Coryway was denied to do a watch party on Twitter, but Jack did it this MCC. I was like, oh fuck, I'm in trouble. I was like, I didn't know I wasn't allowed to do that. And then they were like, it's very much possible some of them were not aware of it and did it unintentionally. Where I think a rule should be made more public. Kind of seems unfair for people that ask for and get denied, or someone like Wolfie who records everything instead of live streaming to respect Nox Crew's decision. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm in trouble. People replying being like, H-Bomb and Wolfie do it best, they watch it a day later, or like without spoilers, or Wolfie watches and records live but isn't live streaming it. It's just recording the reaction live so they don't get spoiled. Ollie, who's a Kara viewer and in my chat a bunch, is like, if I understand correctly, you're not allowed to watch someone else's stream on your stream because it takes away potential viewers from them. But if you just facecam the entire event and tell your audience how to play a stream, they will solve it. Ollie, you never told me this. You're in my chat like a bunch of times. You never told me. I never knew that I wasn't allowed. Then, I would say the difference between Ollie and CBK was that they were on the server with spectator mode, might have accidentally shown things. That's different to me, obviously. Adds a lot of stats, 11 different POVs get switched around, so they feel like that's cool when that's done, which is similar to what I do. I have like 12 POVs open. If Nox Crew's fine with it, I don't mind. Just everyone should be allowed to do it, like, which is fair. Then... Jack's not a participant. There isn't really anything stopping him from doing it. As for Jojo, Lizzie, Jack, and Eloise crew, I don't remember whether they showed any POVs. I doubt what they did was technically allowed. So Corey isn't a participant as well, but they refused him from streaming a while back. I didn't know this. I don't mind. This is kind of based. I don't mind Jack doing it. I just want everyone to have a similar second sense, which is fair. We found out afterwards that Jojo actually wasn't allowed to do what she did. Like, when she streamed it as well, we co-streamed it, like, both. Jojo actually wasn't allowed to do that because she's a participant. However, I messaged Scott because I wanted to get the all clear. I said I didn't know Nox crew had this stance. Elle told us because Elle was there. Elle knew that this was a rule, but she thought that we got clearance for JoJo. We just didn't know that that was a rule in the first place. I'm gonna message Scott now to see if he's cool with me doing it as a non-participant. The watch parties are some of my favorite streams I do, and I messaged Scott, and I'm like, "Hi Scott, I saw this post on the MCC subreddit. I wanted to check if watch parties were frowned upon. We found out through Elle that JoJo wasn't meant to do one as she's a participant, but am I okay to do them as I'm not a participant? I usually switch between different POVs, make a little game out of it. So I'm implying I'm not just robbing content, like I'm adding to the content. And I said we play a little game like bingos and stuff. I don't want to hurt my chances of joining in the future if it'll make Nox Crew and Co. upset with me, like hate me. And Scott goes, that rule is only for MCC contestants, which you aren't right now, so you're fine. Chat, did you hear the right now? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Right now? Chat, no knocks, okay? And then I was also like, just curious, are MCC participants allowed to feature on my stream if they're not competing? Like if JoJo is benched for any reason, or if Lizzie came over like last time, it would obviously all be on my channel, not theirs. And Scott said, yeah, that's fine. So we're fine to do our streams. Nox Crew aren't mad at us. I'm happy about that. And we'll keep chugging along and hopefully get an MCC one day. Marissa was talking about tier list. Marissa doesn't know any of these people. I have stories to tell. I'm a storyteller. Let me entertain. Anyway, where were we? All of that to say Maddie Milkberry is my friend. We were down here somewhere. Mythical Sausage is another one of those people that's similar to like Etho and like that crew. Like I don't know them, but they seem cool. My friends are friends with them, and I trust my friend's judgment. You get to Vintage Beef yet? Are they down here or further up? I don't know them, so I might have skipped over them. We're near the bottom, chat. We can see the bottom. Nebula. This is Neb, who was in Rising, but their team had to pull out, which is really sad. I know of them, but I don't know them. They also work on all things MCC with Scott. You hate me and Marissa? He was in the first section. Who's Vintage Beef? Vintage Beef here. I do not know this person. I feel like I recognize the name Minute Tech as well. Not Paul GG was an old Among Us friend. Certified chill person. Similar to these guys. Paul was really nice to me. We were here. Not Souls I recognize. Nukery, certified chill person. They came to like a brunch with us after Amsterdam. Super friendly. Then, you know, Vault SMP, super friendly to me. I will put them in certified chill person. Very like Julia. Mindcrack and now Hermitcraft, Peas no G. Yeah, we've realized that I don't know any of the hermits. I have no idea what Mindcrack is. Yeah, Nukery has made some parkour warrior obstacles. Some of the good ones too. Like I haven't wanted to kill the creator, which is good. Ollie gamers seem super, super friendly. They seem really, really nice. But I have not spoken to them yet. Keep getting ahead of myself. Pangy and Parrot, I recognize, but I've never spoken to them. I feel like they're lifesteal people. Why am I not S tier? You slash Jade, it's fine. Yeah, we've talked here and there. You seemed nice. That's where I think I put you. Yeah. Also, congrats on Rising. Getting into Rising. I'll be keeping an eye out. Phoenix SC, I want to say, was also Among Us era. And I also feel like me and Kara played like Phasmo with them or something at some point. We'll put them in certified chill. This has been the nicest tier list so far. People are ruthless. Yeah, I mean, this is as questionable as I'm going. Like, but I'm not gonna say a mean thing about anyone. Like, there's just no need. I was always told if you had nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. But yeah, even when people are like they don't know them, they put them in a tier list that's like who Lamal, like, who Megalol. I'm sorry, who? It's like, all right, you can say you don't know someone without being mean. Fudu, I met through MCL. We became mutuals, and I've never spoken to them since. Oh wait, I invited them to homies, and then like I don't think we ever played. But like they're very, very chill. I'm gonna put them in poggers. I wouldn't say that we're friends, but they're definitely poggers. Point Crow, love their content. Very, very good content creator. Also was on FanFan's team for Block Wars the other day. Very, very good content creator. You should check him out. Where are we? I don't want to miss anyone. I'd feel really bad. There's President Poundcake. I don't know if they're still here. They probably sat here waiting 3.5 hours. Is that how long I've been live? Oh my god. They seem cool. I watched their MCC Rising application. They failed shotgunning a drink, and I commented on it. But I'm gonna be honest, I've never shotgunned a drink either. I just wanted to make a comment. It was a good application. They seem nice. They seem cool. I'm so sorry if you waited this long just for me to put you there. I don't know point graph and Zelda videos. Yeah, much more common in the Zelda scene for sure. We gotta go fast. Shall we gotta go faster? Prince Sam also met through Block Wars. Mutuals with them now. They seem cool. Actually, no, I'll put them in poggers. No, certified chill person. Certified chill. They are definitely chill. Not that you're not poggers. We just haven't talked. Pyrocythe, I met at the same time as Maddie. It was that same kind of walking into each other in Lexi's living room. And I think his name is Jack, and he was like, "You got a good name," and I was like, "Oh, your name's Jack too. That's funny." So I'm gonna put them in Spoke Once. They were nice. they complimented my name. How can you not like him? I also recognize this Poke name, but I don't know them. Is Jack? Yes. I was worried that I was thinking about a different person for a second. Okay, Redunes, they seem cool. I haven't spoke to them, but they do seem cool. Another Block Wars person. I feel like they were in a VC when I joined a VC at some point, like JoJo's team or something like that, maybe. Rufflegator, is that the person who I think it is? Aren't they like a GTA content creator or something? Am I crazy? They're friends with like Soda Poppin' and stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know them. but I did not know that they've ever made any Minecraft content. This person, Roya, I don't know how to say the name. I think it's Roya. This is one of the Spanish content creators that has become popular in the Western communities recently, right? They seem cool. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. We can see the bottom, chat. We can see the bottom. We were around here. Rubber Ross is animator guy, right? I'm pretty sure. Getting closer. Love their content if it's the person I'm thinking of. Sky does Minecraft. I've met them. They were nice. But also, like, there's some odd stuff going on in Sky does Minecraft's life. Controversial, yeah. But I don't really want to put them down here with Dream. I feel like Dream needs to be on his own down there. Is it known? Is all of the controversial stuff with Sky known? Like, is that public information? Because I don't know how much is public and how much I just know. So, like, I don't want to say this if it's not, like, public. Check out my tier list just finished. Fucking hell. Best, met you and you seem swag. Probably would make fun of me for being... What the... Marissa, I was so willing to go to every single gluten-free place with you the whole time. When you came up to Sheffield before we even went, I was like trying to find so many gluten-free snacks with you the whole time. I was like, oh, these look good. What about these ones? What about these ones? I tried them all with you. What else? Just the vibe. That is so fucked up. That is crazy. Also, I like here how like it's a bunch of people that you've like really become friendly with below all of these people that you're not arguably not friends with for the most part. Also, her finishing it before me. But look how many people she just put in confused. Everyone else. That's good. That's good. Oh, I'm either getting to play Baldur's Gate tonight. We're back. We're back in it. We're back in it. Okay, so where am I putting Sky? Am I leaving Sky down here? Or is it like publicly known that that's controversial and he can say that? I just not put him in. Right. I'll leave him out. I mean, arguably, I should just leave Dream out as well then. No? Shadoon is my goat. I think Shadoon makes it up into goat tier. Dream there is funny. Okay. Well, if I get told to kill myself and my address is put in my DMs tonight, then I'm blaming K. Who else do we know here? Simply Fair I know of, but I've never played with them. They do seem cool though, because my friends and people I respect are friends with them, so I trust their judgment. Recognize this person? I feel like they just got into Rising. That's why I feel like I recognize them. But I don't know them. I feel like I'm skipping people here. Is that Sandwich Lord? That is Sandwich Lord. Love that content, bro. their MCC Island parkour royal stuff. Very sad that they aren't in Rising anymore. So I think I got to put them in love their content for that one. Sips, again, love their content. Love the stuff that I've seen them in. Just an OG of the scene. They go up there. I don't think I've ever spoke to them though. Very adjacent in like the Hafu lobbies and stuff, but I don't think I ever played with them directly. Sleepy. I might actually have to put Sleepy in my GOAT. I fucking love Sleepy. Love their content. I think they're super fucking funny as a person. Team with them for Block Wars with 5UP as well. Very, very nice. Very, very friendly. Made friends with them immediately after. Like mutuals on Discord and shit. Sleepy's the GOAT. Sleepy's my GOAT. Let me just double check who's the top of my beloved. Because I wouldn't say Sleepy's my beloved. No, yeah, that's fine. Space Brownie has also made me skins. Love their content. Very talented skin maker. I also watched their Rising application and it was very, very enjoyable. I'm sad that they didn't get into Rising. I really like their application. Chat, is this Stampy? Is that Stampy? Like Stampy Longnose, Stampy Longcat, whatever his name was? Yes. I mean, like, this is kind of, you know, I don't know them, but like kind of a GOAT, you know, kind of a legend, if you will. But I don't know enough. And I didn't watch their content myself. I have to put them in here, which feels low because they're like an icon, but I don't know them. I don't even know who they're friends with. Strawberry 17 was someone, again, I made friends with way back when. VidCon era, all of that stuff. I met Megan. Super, super friendly. So nice to me. And then we played a bunch of Among Us with them as well, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I like Megan a lot. Megan's great. We're almost there, chat. Almost there. We are skipping so many right now. This is good. Willow! We love Willow. We'll put Willow at the top of Poggers. Willow, I met... Chat, remember that one bar, Hard Rock, in San Diego? That was like kind of the go-to spot for most of the nights. And my group kind of merged with Willow and some other people. And we just got talking because, you know, everyone's there for... Don't say Pants Grab Rock. Everyone was there for the same reason, so it's very easy to talk to people. Like, you know, you're having a good time at TwitchCon, you know, who's your group, like who you're here with, like, you know, what kind of content do you make, yada yada yada. And the first person Willow lists is like good friends with Hey Gracie, and I'm like, I fucking love Gracie, and we instantly bond together over Grace. We take a picture together, I send it to Grace, I'm like, look who I'm hanging out with, because like I've just met this person and we're both friends with Grace, so send that over. Stream hates me. But yeah, Willow's great. Virtual, I fucking love their content, and I got to meet them at the partner party in Paris, and we were just talking about like speedrunning in general because they play Born to Pants Grab Forced to for real. We were talking about Trackmania because he does a lot of Trackmania content and just like speedrunning content in general, and content that he'll sit there for 9 hours straight replaying the same thing over and over and over again. Sounds familiar, right, chat? And I was just telling him, I was like, I love his content and that I have the brain, like the brain rot, and I'm like, maybe I need to get into Trackmania because it's something that I probably would really enjoy. Like, I love time trialing a Mario Kart. And he was telling me, he was like, it sounds like you got the speedrunner gene. And I was like, the what? He was like, the speedrun gene. That's like what we call it. Like, people that can just like repetitively do the same thing over and over again and not get bored. And I'm like, so there's a name for it. And yeah, so we were talking about that for a while. But where do I put them, chat? Because I love their content. They're great. But we did speak and they were great. So like, which one is... Should I put love their content further down? Does that make more sense? Because like, love their content, but I have never talked to any of these people. So maybe they belong lower than certified chill person. What's more prestigious, I suppose? I don't know. What do you guys think deserves to be higher up? I guess chill person above them. That doesn't solve the spoke once they were nice part though. But yeah, maybe you're right. So it goes like that, which means this changes color to this. This changes color to that. This changes color to that. Yeah. I think someone appreciating someone's work should be highly regarded. Yeah, true. But where do we put virtual then? I'll put them in love that content. I'll leave them there. Should I put love that content but I don't know them? Because I feel like that's fair to say about all of these people. I think that's fine. That's fine. Okay, where were we? We were making good progress. We were down here. Wolfie. I fucking love Wolfie. My beloved or my friend? We'll put my friend. Yeah, we'll put them right here. We do love Wolfie. Ex Nestorio, I know through Jojo, but I've just never spoke to them. I just know their name. Ex Shadow, I've talked to a couple times and they were nice, I think. Yeah. But they're also just fucking cracked gamer. Yahi teamed with Yahi and Hannah and Owen, right? That was all the same team, pretty sure. Cracked gamer. Definitely poggers. Met them in Amsterdam. They were super, super nice as well. Put them in poggers. Mina teamed with in the first ever Block Wars when the name was It's a Llama. Super, super friendly. My beloved. Instantly my beloved. Mina's been super, super sweet to me. Very, very friendly. Yogscast as a whole. That's kind of crazy, no? Yeah, Yogscast Lewis. Yogscast just as a whole? Honestly, chat, I never watched them. I missed the boat on that one. And it's kind of blasphemous because I'm British as well. Like every British person has to have seen them, but I just never did. I never watched. We're almost there. Yo, it's Gold. I feel like I met this person in San Diego. I think, but it's pretty embarrassing if I didn't. But if they don't remember it, then they'll feel embarrassed. Maybe we never met. Maybe I'm making it up. And then if they're like, wait, fuck, did I meet that guy? Then they'll be the embarrassed ones. But if they know for a fact we didn't meet, then I'm embarrassed. You know? But it's fine. I'm pretty sure I did. Because I remember it was in the, I'm pretty sure it was them, and it was in the corner, and it was when Matt Moff was there and a couple other people. I'm pretty sure it was them. I think this is a speedrunning person. Can someone confirm, chat, if this is the person I'm thinking of? I think that's a speedrunner. If it's the person I'm thinking of. Speedruns? Okay, cool. Isn't that Jimmy Solidarity Gaming? Am I crazy? Isn't that their skin? Ted Nivison, love their content. I don't know them though. And then I saw. Did I skip? Oh wait, yeah, here. Danny Gonzalez, same thing. Love their content, don't know them though. 2 minute twice. Is that is Jimmy, right? Or am I crazy? A60, I recognize the name, but I just don't know them. Hi, how's Cupquake Tiff? Played with a few times. Certified chill person, I'd say. Similar to Catherine and stuff like that. I think I met them. I'm trying to remember now. I feel like did I meet them? I feel like I met them really early on, 2016. Very briefly. And then I feel like I met them again a few years later. And I met them a lot better. Do I follow them? Okay, we are mutuals. Okay, I was just checking. I was like, I swear we became like somewhat friends at some point. I feel like we made video. Like, I've streamed with her, I think. But it was for a very brief period of time. So I wasn't sure if I was remembering right or not. Does anyone remember any streams I did with Tiff? Didn't we play, we definitely played Among Us together. But didn't we play... Did we play like a horror game together at some point? Because I feel like it was the same era when I played with Gloom too. And I know that me and Gloom played in Silence. I know that Gloom was there for that. Maybe it's just Among Us. I'm not sure. But Tiff, Poggers. Where did I put Tiff? I think I put them certified chill person. That's good too. In with Catherine as well. That's fine. You and Gloom play Phas too. Maybe, yeah. Definitely remember In Silence. Don't remember at all. Okay. Okay, we're almost there, chat. We're almost there. ITMG, I think I've got to put them right next to Sandwich Lord. Love their content. Where is Sandwich Lord? Right there. MCCI goats. ITMG makes the most fun parkour warrior maps too. Jerome ASF, I recognize the name. Don't know them though. Ludwig, my goat. One of my favorite content creators. Nothing else needs to be said about that. Garfield, I recognize through Block Wars as well. I'm pretty sure. I've definitely talked to them. Minecraft. This is Parker. Correct at Minecraft, but I just don't know them. This is the person that just got into MCC Rising today. Their team just got in. They were like, because one team had to drop out, so this team got put in. And I watched their application, and it was really, really cool. I really liked it. Sunday. Stacy, I did meet a long time ago. They were really nice. We've done it, chat. We've done it. Let's go. We're done. This is the final list. That's pretty good. There's a decent amount of people on there. It didn't help that I had a story for like every single fucking person. Can you do me a favor and count how many rows are left for people you don't know on the math? Okay, yeah. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I believe 14 in a row. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 times 14. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 8. You want to keep doing that? I might take him out for the tweet. I don't know those people, Banana Cat. Do I take them out for the tweet? This was a stream exclusive. You guys got to see this one, okay? How does that sound? Now, am I able to quickly arrange these in a way? I don't think that would take me that long. I'm gonna do this quick. I'm gonna just no story times. We'll do it like that. This is fine so far. Yumi's got to come up. Olive's got to come up as well. Shelby's got to come up. Al's got to come up. Sorry, Sasha. Oh god, this okay, I need to hurry up. This is fine, this is fine, this is fine. This is fine, this is fine. Lexi's flying up here. Okay, happy with that. Friend. We'll put Shay at the top. I'm just randomly dragging at this point. Okay, this seems fine. Seems fine. Seems fine. Seems fine. Do that. We can do this. Yeah, that seems fine. This is fine. Bring Abe up. I really like Abe. I really like Jack too. Jack's super friendly. So is this Jack. Big fan of puns. I really like puns. I'm just picturing, I'm like grouping them together and like when I was hanging out with them, like this is all Amsterdam. This is, you know, Does Dylan go... I think Dylan's got to go I like their content, because that tier didn't exist at the time. And I don't know them as a person. So I think they got to go down to there. Sounds good, chill. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Stats, you knew 232 out of 576 people on the list, which means you know 40% of them. That is pretty good, considering how many people got added. I know a lot of them. That's pretty good. I was here, wasn't I? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then K4, yeah, I've got to put them in I love their content, because I don't know them. I was going off of a vouch, but, you know, I don't know them. You could argue I don't know Capitan Gato or Lagundo either, but, like, I like them as people, like, as characters enough that they're up there, you know? And it's just vibes. I do love Nikki. I'm happy with these folks. I definitely know them less. Okay, I'm happy with that. I love that Foolish is in the tier on their own. Certified chill person. Zeus at the top. We will do it. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Love their content. I don't know them. You could argue that Lud needs to be in here, but I love Lud that much, you know what I'm saying? Okay, out of the people here, who do I watch the most? Not Laserbeam. J-Schlight is definitely up there. Virtual's got to be up there. Connor's got to be up there. Point Crow's got to be up there. K4's got to be up there. Slime Score's got to come down because I actually don't watch. I just see what they feature in, similar to Ted. Space Brownies and Dovi are the skin makers. So you could argue wherever they do go, they should go together. Do it like this. Like this. That's good. Laser beam can come down. Actually, no, laser beam can go right here. Did move up, but I really enjoy them. This can go like this. That's fine. That's fine. These guys can come up, actually. These guys can come a lot further up, actually, because I watch them more often, for sure. But I'll bring them up together. And Danny, honestly. I think that's good. That seems good to me. Spoke once they were nice. Ooh, out of the first impressions, who made best one-time impressions? I think Carl's got to be at the top. BBH also up there. Really didn't speak to Finster much. So that was really nice. This seems fine to me. I'm not mad at any of it. I really didn't talk to Finster much, to be honest. Bring Shatter up. Spifey I didn't talk to that much at all. Same as George. Put magic up here. They came to my stream. Okay, I'm happy with that. They seem cool. James is very, very cool. So is Emma. I think Sneak seems really cool. Kyle seems really nice as well. Kyle seems really friendly. I'll put them up here. So does Mythical. And so does Ollie, honestly. I really like all these guys. And President Pancake. Go up here. Craft Clan can come up. Did I talk to Bilzo? I might have talked to Bilzo. It's fine. It can stay there. James Turner. I'm actually gonna put in I love their content. Because I do. I've watched a lot. So I think it's only fair. Shouldn't Ollie be Ogato? But that's my Capitan. And look at the profile picture. Like, that's iconic. You know what I mean? Okay. Meow. I'm happy with this. El Rubius could probably come up. Same with Roya. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Yeah, we'll go with that. Know of, but haven't met yet. I mean, there's no reason in ordering this one, right? I don't know them, so it's hard to rank them. We'll just leave it like that. All right, dope. Dope. That is everyone that I know. I'm giving a quick once over to see if I recognize any names. Are there any on here, chat, that you're surprised that I don't know? Maybe ones that I'm overlooking? Is right? No. I think that will do it. I'm surprised Ozza didn't sneak in here, because Ozza's been in, you know, mind drafts and stuff like that. I recognize modding art, actually. Okay. Maybe I do know jvckk as an artist. Now you said artist, I'm like, maybe I do know it. I'll put them in, I don't know. Yes, modding art is the person people would have beef with. Yes, I do remember that now. Yeah. Okay, Chad, this is the final tier list. I even put them in order. As far, you know, as best as I could. My goats, my beloveds, friends, poggers, beautiful man, certified chill person, love their content but I don't know them. Spoke once they were nice, seemed cool, know of but haven't met yet. Don't know Dream. I have met Dream, to be fair to Dream. I have met Dream and they were nice to me. Space for a watermark. Wait, how does that work? I actually don't know. Do I? Do I need to put like an empty row in or something? Artist meaning singer slash songwriter. They did a really cool song for MCC, but I don't know if Dream has music. Oh. And there's a keyboard mine. And yeah, I definitely don't know that. Wait, what do you mean by the thingy? Top right corner, that will be a watermark. I don't know how, but some people leave an empty space there. Yeah? I can see. But that'll do it, chat. That'll do it. Thank you guys for watching.